Всем привет! Привет, привет. Как меня слышно? Надеюсь, что хорошо. Сейчас я тут немножечко еще настроюсь. Пожалуйста, напишите, как меня слышно, как меня видно. На фоне там у вас должны так тихонечко играть птички. Сейчас я их даже чуть погромче сделаю. Это наши сегодняшние... Ну, вот так вот немножечко. Да, вроде играют. Если слишком громко говорить, пожалуйста, я буду все это крутить, подкручивать и так далее. Итак, сегодня у нас, во-первых, для тех, кто меня первый раз видит, случайно зашел на этот стрим или просто забыл, что мы здесь делаем вообще. Меня зовут Ольга, я преподаватель английского и большой фанат игр. Поэтому на моем канале здесь, What's English, я стараюсь вам рассказывать про способы, как можно прокачать ваш английский, пополнить словарный запас, отработать грамматику, аудирование потренировать и так далее, даже speaking в некоторых случаях, когда вы играете в игры. И я стараюсь развеивать мифы про игры, так что даже если вы не фанат игр, не сильно близки к этому миру, оставайтесь, потому что, я вас уверяю, я стараюсь подбирать игры, которые интересны широкому зрителю, и поверьте, тут у нас не стрелялки, у нас тут много всего интересного, разного, и вы можете убедиться в этом, посмотрев разные видео на моем канале. Но сегодняшнее видео будет посвящено игре компьютерной, но которая изначально является настольной игрой. Настольные игры я тоже очень люблю, и считаю, что сейчас их тоже огромное разнообразие на разные темы, на разный вообще словарный запас, для разных навыков, для разных уровней погружения. В общем, все, что хотите. Сейчас, на самом деле, вот прям можно выбрать все, что угодно. Почему игры вообще хороши? Как настольные, так и компьютерные. Потому что у вас есть момент интерактивности, момент вовлечения, которого может не быть, например, когда вы смотрите фильм, либо читаете книгу, либо слушаете песню. Все способы получения оригинальной информации, аутентичных источников, это все хорошо, нужно и смотреть фильмы, конечно же, и читать книги, и слушать музыку. Но игры просто незаслуженно обделяют вниманием, как мне кажется, поэтому у меня миссия спасти их и привлечь к ним внимание. Так вот, сегодня, неспроста я тут сижу с перышками, немножечко такой, украсила себе наушники, мы с вами будем медитировать слегка, потому что, видите, на фоне поют птички, играет такая легкая музыка, и будем смотреть на игру Wingspan. Что это за слово и что оно означает, расскажу чуть попозже. Мы встретимся с этим словом в процессе прохождения, в процессе игры. Но скажу так, что в русской локализации она называется «крылья», и перевод недословный. И понятно почему, понятно, зачем они так перевели, потому что слово дословное, дословный перевод он будет не такой красивый, не такой удачный для названия и для оформления. Поэтому «крылья». Если будете искать на русском, то «крылья». Но очень советую рассмотреть эту игру именно в английском варианте. Игра 2020 года, именно диджитал-версия, в которую мы сегодня будем играть, которую мы будем смотреть. Настольная игра старше. Но классно то, что диджитал-версия доступна вообще на практически любой платформе. На телефоне можно поиграть на компьютере, можно поиграть на Xbox, в общем, на iPad. Вариантов много. Она не бесплатная, но, к сожалению, наверное, Android Store и Apple Store там, наверное, просто так не приобрести сейчас. Но на компьютере вы всегда можете попробовать. А кто может приобрести, тому обязательно советую попробовать, по крайней мере, если вам понравится сегодняшний стрим. Так вот, сегодня очень важное замечание. Сейчас мы перейдем к сути. Да, давайте я вам покажу, как выглядит настольная игра. Она очень милая. У меня, к сожалению, нет. Но она очень милая в плане вот этих вот деталек, да, которые у нас встречаются. Посмотрите, мы сегодня увидим, как это реализовано в игре. И что касается реализации этой игры в диджитал-версии, она, мне кажется, по моему личному мнению, и, в принципе, отзывы не дадут соврать, наверное, одна из самых лучших адаптаций, таких цифровых, для настольных игр. Очень классно сделано, много нюансов, связанных с тематикой игры, музыка очень приятная, отличные иллюстрации. В общем, все очень круто. И видно, что сделано с любовью. Поэтому это сейчас моя, наверное, любимая настольная игра в такой диджитал-версии, в которую я периодически играю. И уже так, в принципе, разбираюсь в нюансах. Итак, что же мы будем сегодня делать? У нас сегодня English only стрим, что означает, не смотрите, что я сейчас говорю по-русски, когда у нас начнется основная часть, буквально через несколько минут, я буду говорить исключительно на английском. И вас призываю участвовать в обсуждении, задавать вопросы, отвечать на мои вопросы. Какие-то, может быть, я буду сегодня, посмотрим по ситуации, делать голосовалки. В общем, участвуйте. Какой-то тут сеанс вопросов-ответов еще нет. Есть, но, может быть, мы его устроим, может быть, нет. Это уже к нам не относится сейчас. Нам самое главное с вами сегодня взаимодействовать. Я буду вам задавать вопросы, спрашивать, что мне сделать. Вы участвуйте, пишите на английском. Если вы будете писать на русском, я буду отвечать, но буду отвечать на английском. И буду отвечать только на те вопросы, которые касаются происходящего сейчас в игре. Касающиеся игры и того, что мы делаем. Если вы хотите задать какой-то вопрос, не связанный с темой сегодняшнего стрима, какой-то, может быть, вообще не связанный с английским, вы, пожалуйста, пишите его, я посмотрю, но в конце стрима, когда мы перейдем обратно на русский, будем обсуждать, делиться впечатлениями и так далее. Либо, если вы смотрите в записи, оставляйте их в комментариях, я все читаю. Также вы в чате периодически будете видеть ссылки на Discord-сообщество, на мой Telegram-канал. Заходите, смотрите, проверяйте, подписывайтесь. Особенно рекомендую Telegram, там вся информация первым делом выходит. Итак, что же мы сейчас будем делать? Я подготовилась сегодня хорошо, прям постаралась. Надеюсь, будет интересно. Сегодня мы смотрим на словарь, который касается, конечно же, board games, то есть настольных игр, и в частности Wingspan это не просто категория настольных игр карточных, то есть card games. У нас будет словарь, связанный с тем, что мы можем делать с картами при игре, какие-то такие словечки. Конечно, мы будем рассматривать птичек и все, что с ними связано. Вообще, эту игру в народе, конечно, называют птички. Я ее называю птички, и сегодня зашла на Reddit почитать какие-то интересные обсуждения. Все называют эту игру птички, birds. Но называется она Wingspan. В общем, птички. Птички, их виды, названия, немножечко про их среду обитания, жизнь, в общем, такие вещи. Интересные, полезные слова, в целом не только для любителей птиц. И, конечно, из таких целей, которые будут связаны с выполнением функции определенной, нам нужно выполнить какую-то задачу. Это будет выполнение обучения, completing a tutorial. Мы будем учиться следовать инструкциям, я буду задавать вам вопросы на то, как вы поняли эту инструкцию. Здесь туториал очень хороший, как мне кажется, очень понятный, лаконичный, не перегруженный. Да, правил там много в этой игре, так что многие могут быть... Это может быть немножко overwhelming для некоторых, кто не знаком с миром настольных игр так уж близко. Но не переживайте. Я вам все расскажу, все покажу. Вам главное сфокусироваться на том, что происходит. Я, если что, подскажу, как специалист практически в этой игре. В общем, главное, фокусируйтесь на английском. И главное, самое главное, помимо всего этого, просто расслабляйтесь, наслаждайтесь и получайте удовольствие. И старайтесь пустить английский птичек в свой мозг. Ну что, давайте, значит, все вопросы не по поводу игры после основной нашей части. Если вы смотрите в записи, сейчас у вас тайм-код появится. Вовремя я это сказала, конечно. Ну что, давайте переключаться на английский и начинать. Мы сейчас сначала разомнемся и потом приступим к игре. Okay, guys, so let's switch to English. Give me a second to feel it. And we'll start with this. So when we talk about birds, there are some very common birds for us, for our country, for the books we read, just for our climate zone. This is the base. We will see the base game today. So, can you name these birds? They are pretty common. So, We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me put you the numbers so that you could write the number. Oops. Write the number and then 1. Let's say 2. Number and the word. Let's say 3, 4. So take your time, think about it. A little hint, a little tip for you. When we talk about birds, bird names are very pretty popular when it comes to different names of places, of human places, like castles, for example, or names for some organizations, names for skills in games, very popular, because different birds, they have different skills, powers. Some of them are very strong, some of them see very far, some of them hear, super hearing, has super hearing. Some of them are very smart, like this guy here. And think about that. One bird here gave the name to one very famous character of Johnny Depp. Okay, pigeon, which number is this? Jack Sparrow, yeah, Sparrow. So number 1 is Sparrow. We know this little dude. We see them all the time, Sparrow. There are different types of birds, of course, but the general name, the common name is Sparrow. Okay, what else do we have here? Pigeon, pigeon, dove, eagle. Owl. Number 6 is pigeon. Yeah. Because, why I asked this question? Because number 7 is dove. And in Russian, for instance, or maybe in some other languages as well, we have one word. This and this is one word, right? Well, maybe biologically, these are different birds. I don't really know. But in English, 2 words. This is dove and this is pigeon. I hate pigeons. Some of you know that. Hate pigeons. Eagle. Okay, eagle. Which one is eagle? Which number? Golden eagle. Yeah, there are many types of them. Usually we have names of people who discovered the bird, or color, or some area, stuff like that. Or some maybe facial features of the birds. Their features, big, small, long, and so on. Number 2, this is eagle. Yeah, this is eagle. And who is number 5? Okay. Dove is a white pigeon. Kinda. I think they have some biological differences. So we need to ask a specialist. The owl. Yeah. Pay attention that it's pronounced owl. Let's check this out. Owl.
Owl. Owl.
Oh my god, this is too loud. Sorry, guys.
Owl. Owl.
Owl. Not owl, but owl. Owl. No, it's not. Only one eagle here. So this is an owl. Number 3. So we have number 4, 8, and 5. I saw one word here that is very close. So let me See? Crow.
crow,
crow,
Crow. Crow is spelled with O. Crow. Crow. Large black bird. So, which one is crow? Which one is crow? Yeah, thanks to Harry Potter, we all know the bird, the owl. Yeah, Hedwig. Hedwig. Yeah, is it Hedwig pronunciation, I mean? 4. Yep. Oops. Sorry, guys. No, this is gross. Sorry, I missed. Okay, but you saw that already. It's raven. Again, remember Harry Potter? Where do we have raven there? In which name? Yeah, crow. Is this one? They can be gray or black, different types. But this is like the biological type, crow. And this is raven. Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw was the name of a faculty in Harry Potter. Ravenclaw. Claw, it's... this is raven. Yeah. And this is... It's claw. It's claws. Yeah. Okay, so we have one more. Number 5. Let me think about... I want to give you some hint. When I think about this word... let me double check this because I'm not sure. So when I think about this word, I remember... Well, first of all, I remember lineage. Lineage 2, because there is... okay, I see. There is a class. Yeah, a class called this, as this bird. But with I. I. But the second thing I think about is in Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, there is Hawk's Nest. Yes, it's Hawk. It is Hawk. Falcon is close, but this one is Hawk. But Falcon, yeah, pretty much. Also a powerful big bird. So here we have our basic guys, basic dudes. What about these ones? I think you know all of them. I mean, you know their names in your mother tongue, which is probably Russian. What about English? Don't be scared. Their names are weird, and it's very hard to guess, to remember. We will talk about them today. So these dudes, little dude, bigger dude, very big dude. No, it's not a turkey, no. No. It's a scary big bird, like I think it lives in Africa? No. Okay, we will read about this bird later on. Okay, so let's remember these guys. We will have to find their names. 1, 2, 3. White chicken. Yeah. White big chicken. Big white chicken. The last movie Miyazaki was... this word. This name. You could have seen. If we are picking one most common word from these 3, I would say this is it. This one. This guy. No. Okay. Let's remember their faces. What they look like. And move on to the game. Okay. Just a sec. I will share the screen with you. Okay. As usual. Yeah. So this is our game. I have the zoom today, so this is pretty nice. See, we will zoom in some interesting parts. But overall, this game looks like this. We can play online, we can play offline, but for today, as I've said, we need to learn how to complete tutorials and how to follow the instructions. Yeah? Stark. Yeah, I'm all about Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon now because I'm watching House of the Dragon. I've been watching it for the last, what, month? A month? 2 months? Vulture. Yeah. So we'll see this guy. Okay, so we're gonna need to play the tutorial. Tutorial, it's an instruction. An instruction how to do something. In this case, how to play the game Wingspan. See, it says click. Come on. Click to learn how to play Wingspan. Easy as that. Okay, let's do that. We have this long list, but we'll go step by step. Let's start from the very beginning. So this is our guide here. Let's read what she says. Oh, another bird enthusiast. Well, let me zoom in. No, right? Zoom in a little bit like this. So we see her. Yeah, I look just like her with some sticks, leaves out of my headphones. Oh, another bird enthusiast. You're new to Wingspan? Yes, we are. I'll show you around. I'm Robin, by the way. So this is Robin. Nice to meet you, Robin. I'm a guardian of this wildlife preserve. As you've probably noticed, this place is all about birds, but also about winning. So we love birds, but we also love winning. Wildlife preserve. Let's go back just a sec. Let's go back to Miro, and I want you to see what wildlife preserve is. Wildlife preserve, well, wildlife, I think you know what it is. It's when it's all the nature, animals, trees, stuff like that, that do not exist around humans. They are wild. Wildlife. Preserve, when we preserve something, we save something. We conservate something. All national parks are usually wildlife preserves. Sometimes wildlife preserves could be just special places, not parks, but mostly they are parks. We have Wilton Wildlife Preserve and Park, and here Harambe Wildlife Preserve. So if you see this sign, it means this is a zone where they try to save animals and plants and stuff like that. And this is a funny joke about wildlife preserves because when you take tomatoes or something like that, put it into stuff like this, you close the cap and you want these tomatoes, for example, these tomatoes to be saved for a long time. Preserves. So the same thing. And this is why the joke is around this wordplay. Wildlife preserve. Okay, oops. I'm going a little bit further. So we are in a wildlife preserve, in a national park, something like that. And we need to win this game. Like, the game is about winning. To win the game, you have to get the most victory points. So victory points, see, they have the symbol of a feather, like I have here, a feather. Victory points gives us the victory. We win. If we get most victory points, we win. One way to do that is by playing birds. So she will explain, a little spoiler, she will explain to us how to get victory points. And this is the first way to get them. Yes, you're right. This is the word. Preserves. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah. It's a very, very good translation. Before we start, you should get familiar with the structure of the game. So before we do anything, let's learn what we have. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is the start your turn pop-up. Pop-up. A pop-up, it's the window that pops up. It goes up suddenly. It turns up suddenly, like this. And it goes up on the top of all the other windows and screens and so on. Pop-up. Boop. Boop. Like this. Okay, so this is... Okay, click to start your turn. Right. So we click and we start our turn. Wingspan is played over 4 rounds. Right now, it's your first turn of the first round. Let's get back a little bit, and because turn and round are crucial words for any game, well, mostly. And I want you to remember that round is something bigger than turn. We can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Turns in one round. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. So first, it's my turn, then it's the turn of you, of my opponent. And some phrases that you can hear. It's your turn. Is it my turn yet? Start your turn. When is the next turn? You can hear these phrases when you're playing a game, or you can use them when you play a game. A game which is based on turn system, of course. Okay, I think this is pretty easy. Can you give me some example, guys? Where can you meet no. Which turn-based games have you played? So which games you played from your experience? Which games had turns? Turns and rounds. Usually they come together. Turns and rounds. Actually, they can be pretty basic games. Just like the logic. I want you to understand the logic. Turn and round. Turn, 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 turn. Round. Card games. Like which ones? Can you give me an example? Yeah, card games are usually like this. Maybe some very famous ones. Xenonauts. Wow, is this a board game? The music is so relaxing. Heroes of Magic and Sword, of Might and Magic. You mean these legendary game? Heroes of Might and Magic. Yeah, it's turn-based. A turn-based RPG. I think it has some special term. Chess, of course, chess. One of the most ancient turn-based games. Yeah, so you guessed the idea. But in chess, you don't have rounds, I think. You just have turns. In some card games, you also only have turns, not rounds. Because round, it has some... We will see today what it does in this game. But usually, round is needed to give some extra scores, points, stuff like that. Rumicube. Yeah, I think... Oh, I played Rumicube. It's a cool game. Yeah, I think it has rounds. Well, but turns. Mostly, I'm worried about turns. I think you get the idea. Okay, let's go back. So, it's our first turn, see, of the first round. So, round 1, then round 2, round 3, round 4. In every game, there are 4 rounds. And see, she will explain that later, but I will tell you this right now. The quantity of turns, so how many turns we have in one round, it goes down, see? So you need to think carefully in the last round because you only have 5 turns. Quiz TV show. Oh, yeah, they have rounds, right? Okay. So, we're at the very beginning of the game. In the first round, you take 8 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each turn is marked by this icon. Yeah? This is called action cube. Action cube. Action, it's what we do. Act. When we act, we make an action. And a bit later, I think cube is a very simple word, but a bit later we'll talk about a special type of a cube. Okay, in each round, you have 1 fewer action cube. As I've said, 8, 7, 6, 5. We go down. And so, 1 fewer turn to take. 1 action cube, 1 turn. On the right side of the screen, and we cannot see this. Let's do this. On the right side of the screen, you can see how many action cubes or turns you have left this round to know what we can do before the round ends. Yeah, in this case, we have 8. 8 turns. Sorry, 8 turns here. And those are end of round goal tiles. But don't worry about them right now. Right. So, end of round, the end of the round, goal. It's what we need to do in this round. We'll look at this later. Some, like, challenges, I would call them. And tile, let's look at what tile is, because we will meet this word, and you will meet this word a lot in games, in board games mostly. So tile in real life, it's this, tile. You can say tile, tiles. 1 tile, 2 tiles. And in board games, they can be pretty different. They can take different forms and shapes, but the idea is the same. You take it, you put it. You make some bigger form out of it, like here or here. You cover the space, right? Tile or tiles. Okay. So we will talk about them a bit later. Now I will show you what you can do each turn. So we're in the game. Click anywhere to continue. Let's click. Let's turn off zoom. Yeah, because you won't see all the elements of the interface. Tile, I know only about renovation. Yeah, see, but this same word is used in board games. Board games or computer games where we have these system, right? 1, connect, 2, 3, connect, tiles. Usually in strategic games, RPG games sometimes. But tile is a very popular word for games. First, you need to know how to navigate to go where you need, how to navigate the habitats of your preserve. A great word. Let's look at this one, because this is the key one. So these are the habitats. So this is how it's pronounced.
habitat,
Habitat. In American English, sometimes you don't hear t at the end. Habitat or habitat.
Habitat.
habitat,
Habitat.
So it's the natural environment in which an animal or plant usually lives. I think you get the idea, and I will show you a few examples. For instance, we can say forest habitat, streamside habitat, park habitat, agricultural habitat, stuff like that. Many different types we can find out there. Let's see what we have as habitats in this game. Okay, so we need to know how to move around here, here, and here. Look at the left side of the screen. This is here. Those are the habitats. We are in the forest now. So this is forest habitat. Forest, oh, it's obvious, pretty obvious. In the forest, you can gain food for your birds. Or, that's a good question, where do birds live? We will see this in a second. Hakuna Matata. Yeah. Savannah habitat. So in the forest habitat, we can gain food, so we can get food for your birds. See, some food signs here. So birds are biological creatures, so they need to eat something to live, to survive. So we have food for them. Now check out what you can do in grassland. Just click on this icon. Grassland. Grass, I think you know this word. So this is grass, right? This is grass, and this is grassland. A land with a lot of grass, which is pretty obvious. Oh, hi. In grassland, you can lay eggs. Lay eggs. So we know birds, they lay eggs, usually. That's how they reproduce. That's how they make new birds. Eggs are useful for playing birds. Oh, so many words I want to discuss with you, but let's do that once we finish this speech about habitats. So, play a bird means to play a card with a bird. Okay, so we need food and we need eggs, okay? And we also score one victory point. Remember, victory points are the main thing here. The more you get, the more chances that you win. You also score one victory point for each egg you have left in your preserve, which means at all of your screens. We will see that. For each egg you have left in your preserve at the end of the game. So one egg, one victory point. Pretty cool. Now check out wetland. Just click the icon. So this is wetland. Wet means that something is full of water or soaked with water. So this is wetlands. This is where you draw more bird cards. This is where you get more bird cards. This is a bird card. For now, you have some cards in your player setup. These are the cards. Okay, now let me show you the most important part of this game, birds. Okay, she will show us the birds, but before we do that, let's quickly go over what we've seen, what we've learned. So, habitats. Habitats can be pretty different, as I've said, but here we have forest. I think you know what forest is. Yeah, this is types of forest. Grassland. This is grassland, and this is grassland. And wetland. A large area covered with swamp or marsh. Not the best place for people to live in. But for animals, pretty nice. So, can you remember? Can you remember some real places where we have grassland or wetland? Some regions, maybe countries, well, regions mostly. Because countries usually have different habitats. Marshmallow, yeah, close marshmallow. When I think about marshes and swamps, I think about Sherlock Holmes and Baskerville dog case. Okay. Africa, yeah, grasslands in Africa. I think there are many wetlands in the UK. Really, Brazil, the biggest wetland? Well, don't mix it up with, like, wetland. It's not about rivers. It's about swamp or marshes. So, swamp, it's something like this. The pictures are pretty, but usually it's something like this. Like, ooh, maybe, you know, New Orleans wetlands. I think they're pretty. Swamp, New Orleans. So it looks like that. Oh, it looks like this. So it's not a river. It's more like water which is not moving, really. Or maybe in Brazil we have these parts. Okay, so this is what we have for habitats. Forest, grassland, and wetland. In forest, we gain food. In grassland, we get eggs, we lay eggs. And in wetland, we take new cards. Speaking about eggs, we will get back to that once we try this, but let's look at this a few times because this is important. There are many mistakes with lay and lie. So we can lay something, like chicken lays eggs. Past simple, laid. Chicken laid eggs. Past participle for perfect tenses. Chicken has laid eggs. Do not mix it with lie. Like lie, do not tell the truth, and lie down. Like, oh, I want to lie down, I'm so tired. And past simple of lie is also lay. This is crazy, but it is what it is. So lie, the chicken lay down, the chicken has lain down. I hate this because this is so hard to remember. But we need this part. Yeah, we can even close this for now. Oops, just a sec. So we need to remember, lay eggs. Laid, laid, lay, laid, laid. And one more thing I wanted to show you. So when we draw a card, we do this. Draw a card. Draw a card. Okay. So let's get back to the game. And now we are going to meet the birds, I hope. So let's see. These are the birds in your hand. When we speak about card games, we always have some cards literally in our hands. This is the birds, the cards in our hand. And we have 3. Look closely at the structure of the Carolina chickadee card. So this little dude we saw here No, I won't show you. We will come back to that later. So try to remember. This little dude is a chickadee. Chickadee has different types, but this one is Carolina chickadee. Maybe it's from Carolina or something. But the main word is chickadee. The main word is always the second word. Chickadee. Carolina chickadee. So what do we have on this card? Here you have habitat symbols, which show where the bird can be played. The Carolina chickadee, for example, can only be played in which habitat? So what do we call this habitat, guys? This one. So where can we play it? Forest. Yeah, thank you. So it can only be played in the forest. Here is the Carolina chickadee's food cost. So this is like the payment. We need to pay this food to play this card, to play this bird. We have some food here. A worm slash something means that in order to play Carolina chickadee, you need to spend either a seed, this one, this symbol, or an invertebrate. This is a crazy word. We'll talk about food a bit later. So a seed or invertebrate. You can call them worms. Invertebrates, actually, I will show you. Invertebrate, it's a pretty simple word to remember. If you remember the picture, just look closely. So we have two groups of animals: vertebrates, and invertebrates. Vertebrates has spine, bones here. We are vertebrates, and birds are vertebrates. And invertebrates, they do not have spine. Worms, mollusks, stuff like sponges. SpongeBob is an invertebrate. Yes. The Russian word, yes. Because vertebra, it's this part of the spine. One of the small bones of the spine. So there are some types of invertebrates. Here are some worms, flies, insects, shrimps, spiders, slimes, snails, stuff like that. And okay, let's look at the food we have in the game. The only difficult word here is this. Invertebrate. Invertebrate, I would call it a worm, I think. Just a worm, because it's a worm. Nobody calls it invertebrate. It's just crazy. I actually will show you at the end of the stream, I will show you a Reddit discussion. It was pretty funny how people call the food. This is berries, this is fish, mice or rats maybe, and seed. Seed is a good word to remember, so it's pretty easy. So yeah, seed is something like that. And we know birds love seeds. Yeah. Chickadees love seeds, that's for sure. Okay, so we have to pay either a seed or an invertebrate, a worm, to play Carolina chickadee. Our little dude. The number here. Let me... I want to... No. I want to close what she's saying and check what you remember. This number. And a feather. What does it mean? What is it? What does feather symbolize? in this game, of course. Who can remember? I can actually make a voting. Like a quiz, but without the right answer, I cannot. Okay. Victory score. Victory score. Or in this case, we will talk about points and score closer to the end of the game. They call it victory points. Victory points. They're pretty close. Score and point, pretty close. Game money. Actually, game money is food and eggs, I would say. Victory, and this is victory points. Oh no. Sometimes it goes rogue and... Just a sec, guys. Sometimes my Zoom plugin goes rogue and I can't just control it. Okay. The number, this number, victory points symbol is the bird's point value. How expensive this bird is. See, here we have 9 and here we have 3 and this is 2. So 2 is pretty cheap bird, if I may say so. But usually the cheap birds in this game, they have some pretty cool abilities, pretty cool skills, powers. So it's not bad. It's not always bad. Having this bird in your preserve gives you this many points at the end of the game. If we open, I cannot open. If we open the overview of the game, we will see that we have 2 points if we put this bird. Here is the Carolina chickadee's nest icon. Nest. What is a nest? Guys, what is nest if we talk about birds? It's not an upper bird. Yeah, like from the pet. Can you explain it to me in English? Like, what do we need it for? A place where a bird lays eggs. Lays eggs. A bird, one bird, lays them. Don't forget about S. Nestle. Yeah. By the way, Nestle, Nestle, I think this is pronounced Nestle. If we look at the logo, we will see it's a nest. It's a nest. So yeah, nest is a place where a bird lives, sleeps, so on, where eggs are laid. Guys, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that because this is really important. This word is crazy. I want you to remember it. Let's say, let's write this sentence. This is a good one. A nest is a place where eggs are laid. It's passive voice, so we use past participle always. And past participle of lay is laid. Nest is a place where eggs are laid. Bird's home, to be short, yeah. And also you can use nest as a verb. To nest. To make a nest, to make a home for a bird. To nest. Okay, so this is nest icon, the type of the nest. There are 5 types of nests in the game, of course. The Carolina chickadee has a cavity nest. What do you think is a cavity? a cavity, let's say, it's a special place where a bird can make a nest. Or we can say where a bird can nest. What is this place? Oh, hatch. We will talk about that just in a sec. When we will get to eggs, we will talk about hatch. Please remind me. It's a good word. Here, eggs do not hatch. This is the reality. But yeah, in real life, they usually hatch. Nest is home. Sounds like, sounds like an advertisement, an advertisement phrase. Nest is home. Buy our product. Okay, a hole inside a tree. Right you are. So if you look closely, see, this is like a tree, and this is a hole inside the tree. This is cavity. Actually, when you have troubles with your teeth, you have a hole in your teeth, the black thing. It's also cavity. Cavity. Cavity here, cavity in the tree, because it's a hole. Yeah, cavity is used in with different meanings. So, Carolina chickadee has a cavity nest. This is one type. So what other types of nests do we have? We have platform nest. It's easy to understand why it's platform. Let me zoom in. So platform because it looks like a platform, right? Platform, see? Platform. Ground nest, also pretty obvious. The nest is on the ground. Bowl nest. We'll talk about that. And wild. In this game, this is not a real thing. A wild nest in this game means it can be any type of the nest. So 5 types: cavity, platform, ground, bowl, and wild. Nests are used by some birds' powers, bonus cards, and in the end of round goals. I'll explain in detail later how they are used. So actually nest type is pretty important when we play this game, because if you look here, let's move, yeah. So if you look here, for example, this end of round goal is connected with a nest type, bowl nest type. This is pretty common. So nest types are, they matter, they are important. Okay, and I wanted to show you what these nests look like in real life. They actually exist, and I found some examples. So this is from the tutorial, like regular tutorial of the game. So we have platform, bowl, cavity, ground, and star nest. Like they can be anything. So basically 4 types. 4 types. This is cavity. So cavity is this thing, a hole in a tree, like you said, a hole in a tree. So a cavity nest, it's something like this. Like I love this picture. This is so cute. Cavity nests. Then a platform nest speaks for itself. It's built on some platform. I think you can imagine nests like this. Then we have a ground nest. It's right on the ground. Just like that. Yeah, cute. And you can see that the birds feed their little birds on the ground. They go there. I don't know why they have nests on the ground. It's not safe, as for me. But it's evolution. Who am I to judge the evolution? And the 4th type is bowl. Let's listen to the pronunciation because I'm not sure. Bowl, yeah, of course. Oh, I'm mixing something between UK and US.
Bowl.
Bowl in American. Bowl.
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 No.
Bowl.
Bowl. Bowl. Bowl. This thing we use every day for eating porridge, soup, stuff like that. And it's called a bowl nest because it looks like a bowl. Bowl, not ball. Pay attention, by the way. This is O, bowl. Two sounds connected. Bowl, bowl. Super Bowl. Super Bowl, it's this word. Super Bowl, not ball. And the word ball, the round thing, it's just one sound. Ball, ball.
Ball.
Bowl.
Sounds very close, I know. But there is a tiny difference that you can hear if you train your pronunciation. Ball versus bowl. Ball versus bowl. In American English, I feel like the difference is bigger. So,
Ball.
and we need
Bowl.
bowl. Oh, bowl. Okay, anyway, so this is bowl nest. But I have good news for you. When I was Googling this, I realized that this type of nests, sometimes they are called bowl nests, but more commonly they are called cup-shaped nests or cup nests, because bowl, cup, the form is pretty close. So you can forget about this crazy pronunciation and just use cup-shaped nest. But for the game, we will use bowl nest. So these are the types of the nests you can see in real life. You can be the coolest girl or guy among your friends by saying, this is a cavity nest. Do you know that? Okay, let's go back to the game. So we will remember that the nest type is important for some challenges, for some tasks. And this star nest, wild nests, that can be anything. They can be powerful because they can match with any other nest type. So for instance, what she means is that, see, here we have bowl nest type. We can use a star nest instead of this. So it's like Joker. It's a card game, so it's like a Joker. Any card, any nest. Try to remember that. Yeah, will do. The next one. Here is the name of the game. Here is the bird's wingspan. So let's take a closer look and try to guess what is wingspan. 20 centimeters. What can it be? Wingspan. Can you explain it in English? This is my wingspan. No wings, but still. So we know that chickadee is a little bird. It's tiny. So 20 centimeters. Like this, yeah? It's not the bird's size, right? It's the distance. Yeah, like the length of its wings, but it's more like the distance from one point to another. But it's easier to show with a picture. So this is our bird from the cover. Remember this one. So this is the same bird. And this is wingspan. It's not the length of the wing. It's the length of two wings and the body. So like when we do this, the point here and the point here, if we connect them, we get wingspan. For birds, it's a typical characteristic because birds fly, obviously, and they can be pretty small when their wings are not stretched, and when they stretch their wings, they can become very big. Well, not chickadee, but but some other birds. So this is wingspan. Okay, this is also an important thing, an important detail for some tasks, for some challenges to gain victory points. We will see that. For now, we just remember. Hello? Where are you? This plugin goes wild. For now, we will just remember that this is wingspan. Wingspan is used by some birds' powers and bonus cards. You'll notice when you need them. Okay. And this is the most important thing, the bird's special power. As you play the game, you'll see that birds have a wide variety of powers. They have different kinds of powers. Some can do one thing, the others do other things. Let's look at Carolina chickadee. Oh yeah, there are 3 types of powers: when activated, when played, and once between turns. Basically, they say everything for themselves. Activate, play, once between turns. The Carolina chickadee has a when activated power. I'll explain all 3 types during our playthrough. That's good news. Finally, at the bottom of the card, you have egg slots. So this is where eggs come eventually. This is where you lay eggs. So this is actually funny because in game terms, we lay eggs on a bird, which means on a bird card. But of course, in real life, the bird lays eggs, not on the bird. This is weird. But yeah, we lay eggs on the card. Each bird has a limited capacity for holding eggs. See, Carolina chickadee only has 3. So we can only lay 3 eggs here. That's it. Now I'll teach you how to play a bird. To play a card with a bird. Go to the forest so you can gain food for the Carolina chickadee. Okay? First, you need to gain food for your bird. Okay. The panel on the right, this one, shows how much food you have. We have 0. Currently, you have no food. Now that's sad. To play the Carolina chickadee, you need What do we call these types of food? Can you remember this crazy word? What do we call this? The worm. The word is really difficult, I know, but if you can remember it, that's cool. The worm. Seed and invertebrates. Right. Great. So seed, invertebrates, or worms, for short. So we need this or this, because see, if we look at Carolina chickadee, we see that it's with slash. Either or, this or this. We have choice. Okay. Okay. Look at the bird feeder here. Bird feeder. What is bird feeder? It's actually in the name. What is a bird feeder? This word we should remember because this is one you can meet and use in everyday life. Bird feeder. Do we have any bird lovers here? By the way, guys, does any of you have some birds at home? I know that many people love parrots. Bird feeder. What is this? Bird feeder. Handmade something for feeding birds. Well, actually, yeah, it's for feeding birds. It's a structure for feeding birds, but it can be not only handmade, it can be produced, it can be bought. So it's not the main thing. The main thing is that it's used to feed the birds, like these. So where we put seeds, some food. Yeah. Bird feeder. Bird feeder. So if you need something like that for your birds, and I know actually a few people who love feeding birds that live in wild preserve, in the wild, like chickadees, sparrows, not eagles, of course, some small birds. So they just buy or make bird feeders. They put them outside of their window, and they just meditate looking at the birds that come and eat this food. Bird feeder, yeah. I think most of us have made a bird feeder, at least one bird feeder in our lives, because it's fun. It's fun to make something where you can put seeds and see birds come by and eat them. From bottles or boxes, yeah. Handmade. These are too fancy. Bottle. Yeah, this is more like that. Yeah. Oh, this one is fancy. Let me show you. See? This is too cool. Not like we used to do. No. So let's go back to the game. Bird feeder. So here we have, in the forest, we have the bird feeder where we get the food. The dice show which food is currently available. Dice. This is the word you see in 90% of board games. What is dice, guys? Dice. And by the way, dice is the same plural, in plural form. 1 dice, 2 dice, 3 dice. 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 What is this? In which games do you use dice? And what is the difference? So we have seen the word cube, action cube, remember? What's the difference between cube and dice? What can we not call just cube, but we must call it dice? Dice. Actually, I think dice used to be a whole game by themselves. Like dice, just throw dice, roll the dice, and see who wins. Dice is not only cube. Yeah, it can have the cubic form. It can be another form. Okay, but if it's still a cube, here we have a cube, right? We see that this is cubes. These are cubes. And many dice, like classic dice, are cubes. But we don't say roll the cube or throw the cube. We say roll the dice. Okay, I will wait for your versions, for your ideas. So it is a cube. Dice is a cube. But what is important about this cube? Well, now dice, of course, now I need to correct myself. Now dice can be not only cubic forms, but initially, the classic dice is a cube. Let me show you the classic dice and some other forms that we have. So classic dice that we can have in board games and just see there, have crazy forms. Has numbers on sides. Yes, numbers or symbols. So the idea is the cube is just the form. It's the form. And dice, we throw it, we roll it to get a number or a symbol. This is the main idea. A small cube or object with 6 equal square sides. Now we can see this is also a dice and it's not a cube. So still a dice. With a different number of spots on each side. Used in games involving chance. So this is where we test our luck. And we can say roll or throw the dice. Roll the dice, throw the dice. Roll the dice, throw the dice. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Again, remember, 1 dice, 2 dice. No difference. No, not dices. No. 1 dice, 2 dice. Bones. yeah, like bones in Russian, yeah. Dice. This is dice. Interesting. So this is dice. Okay, we know what it is. And in this game, dice is for collecting food. We see which types of food we have. Inside the bird feeder, now we see a worm / seed, seed, berry, 2 berries. The most left, this one. The leftmost exposed slot shows you how much food you can take. So how much food can we take, guys? What does this slot show us? How many dice can we take? One. We see the image of 1 dice. That's pretty, logical. So for now, you can take only 1 dice. In order to gain food, you need to activate this habitat. To activate, we click here. The leftmost exposed slot will activate a habitat. Click on it. Click. Do you remember the action cube? The action cube has no numbers. That's why it's just a cube. No numbers, just a symbol. An action cube will appear to mark your first turn. See? We gain food. This action cube marks the activated slot. It moved from your action panel to mark the leftmost exposed slot in the forest. Well, just this is not really important. I mean, we use them to remember what we did in this round. On the left, the forest icon reminds you that you activated the gain food action. So we remember that. To choose what you want, click on the dice. It's dice, not die. Misspelling. On the dice you need. What do we need? Okay, she suggests we take seed. One seed in the bottom panel here. Let's take seed. By clicking this arrow, you will confirm your action. To confirm an action means to say, yes, I want to do this. Confirm. This word you will often see everywhere. Confirm. Please confirm your action. Please confirm. So let's confirm. Oh, okay. This is important. Can you see this symbol on the confirm button? I will show you. She's talking about this symbol right here. See? An arrow goes back and it's crossed. So what does it mean? What do you think, guys? What does it mean? So we have this symbol on the confirm button. What does it mean? Can you guess? Rollback is unavailable. Yeah. So no going back. That's it. If you confirm the action, that's it. It means that the action you're about to do can be undone. Yeah, we can't cancel them. Anytime you see that, think twice before you act. So sometimes you can undo the action, see? This arrow here. But if you see this icon with no stop sign, you cannot undo. When you click on undo, your action cube will go back to the turns panel and you can do something else. For example, we change our mind and decide, no, I will not gain food. I want to lay eggs. We click undo, go back. And by the way, let's look at two cool phrases with undo. Do undo. Remember the pronunciation because I failed it so many times. Undo. Do undo. So do, undo, Control Z. We can also see redo button in some programs. The arrow goes there. Redo. Do again. Or we clicked undo and then we were like, oh no, I actually want that back. So we redo this. And two cool phrases that you can remember. What is done can't be undone. A philosophical phrase. What is done cannot be undone. And think twice before you act. The phrase that Robin used. Think twice before you do something. Okay, so we need a seed to play Carolina Chickadee. The Carolina Chickadee card. Please confirm your choice by clicking the confirm button. Okay, let's click. That was your first turn of Wingspan. Let's start the second one. So what have we done in the first turn? That's the question. There were so many rules, but what have we done? So what was our action? What was our turn? I think it's easy too. Okay, gain food. So we collected food, right? We got one seed. We got one seed and now we can use it. But see, you can't take food and use it right away. Well, sometimes you can. It's just you need to make combinations of the birds. It's not so easy. In the basic rules, you take food. Next turn, you play the bird. So only one action at a time. Okay, let's start the second round. Turn. The round is still number 1. The second turn. Your action cube from the first turn flew to the left and marked that you took the gain food action. So see here, let me zoom in here so that you could easily navigate and remember what you have done this round. You will see these small tiny icons, squares. This means we used 1 action cube here. 2 will be 2, 3, and so on. Okay, we will remember that. It's like, you know, in games, this character will remember that. Now you have enough food to play the Carolina chickadee. I love this name so much. Chickadee, chickadee, chickadee. Remember that the Carolina chickadee's food cost says that it needs 1 worm, invertebrate, or 1 seed. Yeah, we remember. So either this or that. To play a bird, you need to cover its food cost. You need to pay, which means you need to pay for it. Yeah. So basically, this is the money. You pay the food. Play the Carolina chickadee by clicking on it. So see, we're playing it. Wow. Action cube has moved beneath the picture of the Carolina chickadee now. Again, marking your turn. So see, it's here. On the left, this wind icon. I don't know why it's wind. Because flying? I really don't know. This icon reminds you that you chose play a bird action. So the idea is that this cube, this tiny cube that I showed you, action cube here, shows that we took food, we gained food. And played birds are marked here because these 3 habitats, the forest, the grassland, and wetland, they are for different things: gaining food, gaining eggs, laying eggs, and drawing cards. Playing birds is here, which we are doing now. Look at this panel. Okay. This is the cost of the bird you want to play. We know that. The same one printed on the card. Very informative. And this is the suggested payment. So the suggested payment, it's what we want to give. If you had more food, so let's say we have not 1 seed, but we have a seed and a worm. If this was the case, you could change the type of food spent to play this card. But we won't do this for now. We don't have it. So if I had, I could choose, but I don't have anything except for the seed. Click confirm. Okay. And again, she reminds us that we cannot undo after we confirm this. Yeah, this can be undone. The action cannot be undone. Click to confirm your food choice. Okay. Can you hear the sound? So the cool thing about this game is that every bird has its real sound. So if you click on the card with the bird, you can listen what it sounds like. This is so cool. Real sounds of real birds. Let's start the next turn. Okay. Your action cube from the second turn flew to the left and marked that you took the play a bird action. That's what I was talking about. See? This little cube is now here. So turn number 1, turn number 2. Yeah, the birds are singing. So I will show you. I will click on the cards after we complete this tutorial. And we will listen to them all. But you can listen to them only when you play a bird. When the card is in your hand, no, unfortunately not. Okay. So the blue jay is the next bird you'll want to play. But before you can do that, you'll need to collect food to pay for it. Of course, we don't have any food, and we need something here. So no food, no birds. Look at the blue jay's food cost. So what can we see, guys? What can we see here? It's a little bit different compared to Carolina chickadee. What do you think this icon means? This symbol. What does it mean? We don't have it here. No. So seed and what? Any. Joker again. Jackpot. Yeah, any resource, any food type, any food item. So seed plus anything, what you wish. This is pretty useful when you can't take the resource you need. You can just use any one you like. Okay, you can cover this in the food cost with any food item. The plus means you need to spend a seed and any food you choose. So not slash like Carolina chickadee had, but plus. Yeah. Look again at the bird feeder. Inside we have seed, worm/feed, berry. Do you remember how to gain food? We do, I think. We do. Again, the leftmost exposed slot will activate a habitat. The leftmost exposed slot now is slot number 2, because it's exposed, it's open, it's not closed by the bird. This one is closed by Carolina chickadee, and this one is not closed, so we click here. We cannot click here. Okay, and we will see the action cube. Because you've played the Carolina chickadee, your gain food action improved. It got better. Okay. Click on this slot. Again, we see the action cube, but see where it is. So we will also activate Carolina chickadee. The first slot is occupied by the Carolina chickadee, so we are at the second slot. Jay is more complicated, yeah. Blue jay, actually, if you Google the translation, the name is weird. I don't know this in Russian. Simpleton, yeah, he's not a simpleton. You will get 1 dice, but you can get more. How we can get more? Activating the second slot, this one, means that you can take 1 dice, 1 food from the bird feeder. And this symbol means that we spend a card, you can discard a card. Also pretty common combination, discard. Give away, throw in the tray. And not in the tray, but in the discard pile. Discard. Give away. 1 card from your hand, so this one or this one, for 1 more dice with food. We can take 2 dice, but we need to spend a card. So we need to pay for everything, like in real life. To play the blue jay, you need seed and any food item. Take the dice with the worm/seed symbol. You can choose whether to take a worm or a seed. You need seed, so choose that option. Choose seed. Now click this one, this button, to exchange 1 card from your hand for 1 more dice. Okay. Then click the bold eagle. Eagle. We have discussed this word today. Bold eagle. I don't know why he's bold. Click the bold eagle card to exchange it for more food. So when we exchange something, we give something and we take something in return. In this case, we give a card we take the food. Confirm. Now you can take one more dice, one more food. Before you do that, look here. Okay, let's look here. Those are the dice outside the bird feeder. Let's take a closer look. So she's talking about that. See? In the game, there are 5 dice. 5. So we see 3 here, and 2 are not here. They are in the bag. I don't know, somewhere. So we cannot use them right now. Outside. There are 5 dice total. Each dice that is taken out is marked here. This is important because sometimes you need to know how many dice are outside the bird feeder. While playing this, you may find birds that use this information. This is true. This is true. Now take the seed and then confirm your action. Click this. Okay. And now, see, when activated. So when we take food, we activate Carolina Chickadee each time. And Carolina Chickadee can give us 1 seed from the supply and cache it on this card. And the action cube moved here. Action cube always moves to the left and activates all birds with a when activated power. Action cube shows you where you are, at which point. So you activated the forest and gained food, but it's not the end of your turn. Since the cube is now on the Carolina Chickadee, it's time for it to activate this turn. When activated powers are the most common in the game. There are many of them. All birds with a when activated power give you an extra action each time you activate the habitat that bird inhabits, lives in. Inhabit, habitat, the same core, right? Let's write this down, by the way. So where was it? Yeah, here we go. So habitat, inhabit. They go together. Inhabit. And I also wanted to show you. Okay, I didn't find the picture. Okay, we'll talk about that a bit later. So we take food, we gain food, we activate all the cards that are here with when activated power. All of your bird's power are optional, so we can just skip it. Sometimes it's a thing. Sometimes you want to do this, but this has no drawbacks, has no negative sides, only pluses. This means you don't have to activate them if you don't want to. I want to. Supply and cache. Who watched my videos on Firewatch remember this combination well. Supply cache. So to cache means to stock, put somewhere like a storage. Yeah, cache and save for later. Cache. Okay. Supply cache, yeah. We won't skip this power, however, I'll show you how it works. Every time you gain food, the Carolina Chickadee gains 1 seed. Extra seed. The Carolina Chickadee is not taking the seed from the bird feeder. It just found it somewhere else. So you don't care. You don't care if there are some seeds here. Very, very cool power. Click to confirm the power. Yes, gain 1 seed from the supply and cache it on its card. And see, It goes here. It goes here, and we can... It's an additional victory point, this one, which is good. Last turn, you cached food on the Carolina chickadee. Yes. Every cached food is worth 1 victory point. The amount of food a bird has cached is marked on the bird card here. So we always see extra points we have. Let's quickly sum up what gives you victory points so far. Okay, guys, before she says something, can you remember, how do we get victory points? So what gives us victory points? Think about that. Try to remember what we discussed, and I will be back in a minute. What gives us victory points? What gives us victory points? Be back in a second. Okay, guys, I'm back here. Playing birds, so birds, yeah? We have right here, a point here. Cached food gives us victory points, you're right, right you are, and something else, Eating birds. No, like, yeah, you can eat birds here in this game, but not now. Not right now. So let's look at the answer. You get victory points for played birds, cached food, and laid eggs. Remember, again, guys, let's fix this in our memory. Lay, laid, laid. Nest is a place where eggs are laid. The chicken laid eggs. Laid, 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 lay, laid, laid. Lay, laid, laid. Actually, to remember this, you just need to write a few sentences and read them. Write 5-10 sentences in different tenses. Read them, remember. Lay, laid, laid. The chicken lays eggs every day. The chicken laid eggs yesterday. The chicken has laid so many eggs. My favorite chicken. Okay. Remember how I told you that you need eggs to play birds? So eggs come back into play. You spend eggs to play birds starting from the second slot. So do you see this icon here? This one. So now to play the second bird in the forest, we need food for blue jay. We need food plus an egg. One egg, and for these slots, 2 eggs. Look at the slots. See the egg symbol on top of them? We do see it. They indicate how many eggs you need to spend in order to play a bird in this slot. This cost is in addition to the bird's food cost. So food plus eggs. Okay, I will answer this question after we finish. So if you want to play the blue jay in the forest, you need 1 egg. My feathers are everywhere. So if you want to play the blue jay in the forest, you need 1 egg. Okay, let's go to grassland. In grassland, you will get eggs to lay on the birds of your choice. The leftmost exposed slot, blah, blah, blah. We know that. So let's click. Now you have to choose where you want to play your 2 eggs. See, 1, 2. When you perform any of the 4 actions, playing a bird, gaining food, laying eggs, or drawing cards, so 4 types of actions, you can switch between habitats like this. Oh, no, not yet. You need to find the birds to lay eggs on, so go back to the forest. So see, no, oh, okay, she won't let me go there. See that icon on the panel shows grassland. It means that you activated the laying eggs action in the grassland. But guys, you will see it by this. This is the more important thing. For now, there is only 1 bird you can lay eggs on. The Carolina chickadee. Lay 2 eggs. Click, click. Simply click the bird, lay 2 eggs, and confirm. Dee, 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 dee. The sounds are so cool. Confirm. Okay, so we laid eggs. We have the food. Now you have everything you need to play the blue jay. Click on the blue jay card and confirm the food payment visible on the panel. So, since we do not have anything else, we just take 2 seeds and we need to spend an egg. You want to play a bird on the 2nd slot, so you need to pay an egg. This new panel shows that you need to find and select a bird with laid eggs. See? It's not filled. I click like this. Select the Carolina chickadee's egg by clicking on it. And this is how it should look like. Now click to confirm that you want to play the blue jay. Do we want to play the blue jay? We have no other choice. So yes. This is the sound of the blue jay. So cool. Nice. You have 2 birds played now, and so you gain food action. So your gain food action has become even stronger. Now we just take 2 dice. No cards, nothing, just 2 dice. Cool. We can take 2 dice from the bird feeder when you activate this habitat. To attract more birds, you need more cards. Yeah, I do not have any cards in hand. See? 0. Nothing here. To draw cards, we need to go where? What is this icon, guys? Where should we go to draw to get more cards? What do we call this habitat? With a lot of swamps and marshes. Wet, yeah, wet land. Wetland. Let's go there. Here you can draw more cards. Draw. We have 3 more actions. See? 3 more actions till the end of the round. Again, we click here. Anytime you draw a card, you can choose whether you want to draw one of the visible face up or face down. So, face up and face down cards. This is also useful vocabulary for card games. So let's have a look. These cards are face up cards. We can see their inner side, face up cards. And these cards are face down cards. Oops. Not this one. Face down cards. Face up, face down. So when a card is face down, we don't know what we're taking, what we're drawing. And when we have face up cards, of course we see and we can choose. So we have 3 face up cards, and here we have the deck. The deck, it's the whole thing. This is the deck of cards. This is the deck. The deck. Deck of cards. And it's face down in our case. Face up, face down. Okay. Again, we can't undo drawing a face down card, which makes sense. If you choose, you can go back and nothing changes for other players. But if you draw a face down card, this is mixes with the balance of the game. But now, for the sake of learning, I will ask you to draw this killdeer. I love this name so much. This bird is tiny. 46 centimeters wingspan. Okay, not tiny. Okay, not tiny, but pretty small. And it's called killdeer. Deer, it's a big animal, actually. Yeah. Deer. Killdeer. Funny name. Killdeer. In Russian, it's not even close. It has some other name. Okay, let's draw killdeer. Draw the killdeer by clicking on it and confirming your action. Click. Confirm. Okay. You remember how to gain food, right? I do. Meet me in the forest to gain food for your killdeer. Killdeer. It's just tiny. Tiny monster. Because you've played 2 birds in this habitat, you can now gain 2 dice, 2 food items. You need a seed or a worm to play the killdeer. Oh, only 1. Cool. Let's click. Can you see that to the left of the action cube there are 2 birds with brown powers? So you got the logic, I guess. When activated, will work every time you click here, and this chain goes. This chain of events. You will do 3 activations this turn. We will get food, activate the Blue Jay's power, and activate the Carolina Chickadee's power. After we gain food, we'll go to the Blue Jay and activate it, and then to Carolina Chickadee. So, pow, pow, pow. 3, like, actions. And all of this using only 1 action cube. This is profitable. But the food you need isn't in the bird feeder. See, we don't have any worms or seeds. Don't worry. Right now, you can reset the bird feeder. You can roll the dice, all the dice once again. Reset. Make it new. Because we have 2 food items of the same type. Then you can reset. Resetting means taking all the dice inside and outside of the bird feeder and re-rolling them. Roll the dice, re-roll the dice. You can re-roll anytime when all the dice in the bird feeder show the same face, the same icon, symbol. You can reset the bird feeder by clicking blah blah blah. But remember, you cannot undo this action. Think twice. Okay. Great. Remember that when there's only 1 dice in the bird feeder, you can also re-roll all of them. So either 1 symbol or 1 dice left. When all of the dice are taken out of the bird feeder, they will be re-rolled automatically at the end of the turn. Now please take a worm and a berry to accept your choice. Okay. The blue jay's power is similar to the Carolina chickadee. It can cache food. Save on this card. But the blue jay's power lets you choose between caching seed or taking it for yourself. So what do you think the difference, guys? When we cache the food and when we take it, what's the difference? We take the seed, or we take the seed, or we cache the seed. Carolina chickadee doesn't have this choice. It only caches. And blue jay can either cache or we take it. What does it mean? When we cache, we get the points. Cache, spelling like this. We get the points, victory points. And when we take it, we have some benefits. Yeah, cash. Yeah, guys, don't mix with cash like money. Cash, C-A-C-H-E, cash. The pronunciation is the same, but the spelling is different. So yeah, if we cache the food, it's just points. Only points, victory points. Well, not only, but we can't use it, this food. But when we take it, we can use it to play the birds, to do something else. Autocorrection. I see. Okay. Unlike the Carolina chickadee, the blue jay takes the seed directly from the bird feeder. So see the difference. Carolina chickadee doesn't care. It takes the seed somewhere in the forest. Doesn't care. But the blue jay can only take it from the bird feeder. So if it's not here, then we can't do anything. So when there is no seed in the bird feeder, you cannot use this bird's power. Fortunately, there's plenty of seed inside the bird feeder. We're so lucky. Here you can choose the dice you want to take in order to cache or take seed for yourself. You can also skip this bird activation. No. For now, take the seed. It will come in handy later. Select take option here and confirm. Alright, now you can activate the Carolina's chickadee's power. Or choose to skip it this time. No. There is no... maybe I don't get it, but there is no sense in skipping Carolina chickadee's power. Because it doesn't require anything from you. That's why I don't care. And it takes seeds out of somewhere, not from the bird feeder. No, we will cache it. Okay, I have a few ideas when we can skip it, but for the basic game, no. Look, it's your last turn this round. See? One action cube here. Before you finish, however, let me show you your opponent. The guy we're fighting with. This is your opponent. A guy from Firewatch. Let me zoom in. It's a fox or something. Fox in this lookout hat, I think. So this is our opponent. And this is you, this is me. You can take a look at their habitats. So we can take a look. To take a peek at the opponent's habitats, you need to click on their portrait. So here. Click on the opponent's portrait. This guy has a predator. So see this icon. Speaking of eating other birds, and not only birds, this icon, the skull, pirate flag, it means that this bird is a predator. What do you think this means? What is different from Carolina chickadee and blue jay? we have. So this is, we can go back. So predator. Yeah, it eats other animals. Well, like not not just invertebrates, but real animals, like bigger ones, like mice, for example. Or what is it? Rats, rabbits, whatever. Mice, I think. Yes. yeah. A movie with Arnold. Yeah. Predator. Well, actually, he was a hunter. Yeah, predator. Humans are predators as well. We eat other animals. So this guy has a predator. This predator is bird owl. Again, owl. His bird owl will hunt each time your opponent activates this bird. A question for you guys. Are you following us here? When does this bird activate? So when will it hunt? When he does what? The opponent. The fiery fox, I will call him. When will the owl go hunting? Think, and I will show you the movie you remember. Predator. Oh, by the way, for just in
Predator.
Predator.
So sorry guys. Very loud. Just I think this will do.
Predator.
Predator.
Predator. Yep, this one. This cool guy with super senses, superpowers. Yeah. Just when you have zero imagination and you call a predator a predator. Oh, you can only guess. Okay. Can you guess? What should we do? So, what does it mean when your opponent activates this bird? How can we activate the bird? Okay, I'll wait for a few more seconds. We're close to the end of the tutorial and then we'll finish the game, and I think I hope it will take maybe 30 minutes. Close. You should click here. You should click on this spot that is not covered with a bird. So when he clicks here, he gains food. So when he goes to get the food, he will activate the owl. If it succeeds, the bird card will be tucked under this predator. Every tucked card, as every cached food, is worth 1 victory point. So it's the same, tuck or cache. So when we tuck cards, I wanted to find a good picture, but I couldn't. So imagine these are 2 cards. So with this is bird owl. When we tuck card, we put it under this card. We tuck it, put it under. Like it's like the owl has eaten this bird. Because see, it says, look at the card from the deck. So we open a face down card. If the bird wingspan is less than 75 centimeters, tuck it behind this bird. So it means, like the logic is, the owl is 107 centimeters. it can hunt anything that is not bigger than 75 centimeters. So like if its wingspan is less than 75 centimeters, this bird can eat it. So it eats the bird, and we tuck the card behind the bird. If the wingspan is bigger, the hunt is unsuccessful. We discard the card. We give it away. Later, we try to use this power to our benefit. All right, let's go back to your preserve and finish the first round. To go back, just click on your portrait. Click. Now we have enough food to play our killdeer. Look at the habitats that the killdeer can be played in. Oh, and it can be played in grassland or wetland, so we can choose. You can choose between grassland or wetland. For now, I would like you to play the killdeer in wetland. Well, she wants us to play it here. Remember how you played the birds before? First, click the killdeer card, then confirm the food cost on the panel. Click. Confirm, okay. And we've ended the first round. This was your first round. Those are end of round goals. So these goals give us extra victory points. Each round has a randomly chosen, like random, no system here. Randomly chosen task you can fulfill to gain extra victory points. For example, this one, see? Bird cards in the forest. How many birds we have played in the forest. Like we have lying in the forest. If you don't meet any requirements, so if we have 0 birds in the forest, we get 0 points. If you and your opponent tie, have the same amount of birds, the points for those places are divided by the number of players and rounded down. Like, just you get some points, but they are less than if you're the winner. To learn what each of end of round goals means, hover your cursor above a tile. Then click confirm to start the second round. They call this the tile because in real board game, these are the tiles. You can mix them and you can put them near this thing. So if we go like this, we can read what we need to do. Count the total number of birds you currently have in the specific habitat row. Row is like this. So we have 2, yeah? I think so. Yeah, 2, so we win. And he has 1, I think. Let's summarize what we've learned so far. You took 8 turns in the first round. Round turns. You know how to play birds, gain food, lay eggs, and draw cards. You know that you can score victory points for played birds, laid eggs, cached food, tucked cards, and end of round goals. You also know that you have an opponent. Thank God. Now I can show you more advanced stuff in the second round. Advanced. The first turn of the second round. Remember, the second round has 7 turns. Not 8, but 7. Close the screen, okay? I want to show you something important about drawing cards, but to do that, you need more eggs. Go to grassland to lay 2 eggs. So we go here, we click here, find and choose a bird or birds that you want to lay eggs on and confirm this action. So let me show you. We can do this. We can lay 1 egg here and, for example, 1 egg here. So we don't have to lay eggs on 1 bird. We can distribute them any way we want. So we laid eggs. Laid. Remind you. Oh, the cards in the wetland have changed. And they have changed because it's the new round. After each round, all the face-up will be replaced by new ones. Remember, if you want a specific card and the round is coming to an end, you'll lose the opportunity to draw what you wanted in the next round. So if I want some specific card, I need to hurry. I need to hurry. Because you have a killdeer that covered the first slot, you can activate the second slot and use egg to card exchange from the second slot. Let's make use of this exchange. The leftmost, okay, let's click. Now, on the panel below, click this button to exchange one egg for one card. Now switch between habitats to find a bird with an egg laid on it so that you can spend it to draw one additional card. So we pay eggs to get more cards. Then accept the exchange. So we can go here, actually, we can spend any egg. Let's do this. Or we could do that in the wetland, but whatever. We discard an egg. Now choose two face-up cards and accept your decision. So let's take this guy. Do you remember it? Snowy egret or egret, whatever. Okay, and barn swallow. Now activate the killdeer. Discard one egg to draw two cards. So we get one more card. So we go back here, switch between habitats to find another bird with egg laid, with an egg laid on, so you can spend it for two additional cards. So we spend an egg. Let's spend this egg, and we take the last face up. As you've probably noticed, new face up card haven't been replaced yet. See, no new cards here. They will be replaced when you finish this turn. Look at the face down card with this symbol, cannot be undone. So we take, no going back. Draw one face down card and accept your decision. This is our guy, Vulture. Okay. So now we have 4 cards with one turn. Cool. Now I would like you to look at your new cards. Okay. First, the barn swallow. This bird you may know, actually. This bird is not so rare. Swallow. Let me show you like this. This is how we can identify it. See? These are swallows. Barn swallow. And barn is this. Please. Barn swallow. Maybe they live in barns or something. So barn swallow. The barn swallow has a special power, bird power. It allows you to create a flock by tucking card from your hand. So remember the owl is the predator. Predator eats other animals. But barn swallow is not a predator. It doesn't eat other animals. It's too tiny, too small. 38 centimeters wingspan. So what does it mean, create a flock? So if it's not eating these birds, what does it do? Create a flock. Create a flock. What is a flock? Flock. Okay. So a couple more seconds and I will show you. Many birds, yeah, like a group of birds. So here we create a flock. This is a flock of birds. Many birds, one group. You can find different names for different birds, like murder of crows. It's a flock of crows. Crows. I always mix the pronunciation. I think we discussed that somewhere, yeah? But the flock is the most neutral word.
Flock.
Flock.
A group of sheep, goats, or birds. Flock of sheep, flock of birds, flock of geese. So flock, one word you want to remember. Flock. That's it. Flock. So we will create by tucking cards under barn swallow. We will create a flock of swallows. Something, I don't know, but there are not only swallows, like, I don't know, mixed raced flock, I guess. But we do this from our hand. We can not use the deck. We just have only the cards we have in our hand. Each stuck card is worth 1 victory points. We know that. Now look at your snowy egret. Egret. I actually don't know. Let's listen to the pronunciation.
Egret.
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 Egret. So this dude is snowy egret. Egret. White egret. It's a predator. This guy hunts. And it hunts using dice that are outside of the bird feeder. Roll all the dice that are not in the bird feeder. Remember, we talked about that. If any are fish, gain 1 fish and cash it on its card. So if we get fish, the hunt is successful. Hooray. You have to roll dice, and if at least 1 face shows fish, the hunt was successful. The snowy egret will then cash 1 fish. You also have a Bell's Vireo and black vulture. Bell's Vireo, let's start with this. It has a when played power, which means that the power will activate only once, only one time, when you play it. The Bell's Vireo's when played power gives you bonus cards. I'll tell you more about them when we play. Go to the forest to gain food for the Bell's Vireo. Okay, the leftmost, click, okay, take the worm, invertebrate. Because there is only 1 dice in the bird feeder, you can re-roll all 5 dice. Yeah, see? Roll them as you need another worm to play Bell's Vireo. See? Worm plus worm. That didn't turn out well. There is no worms for your Bell's Vireo. But there's a way, so we can do something about that. Whenever you play a bird, you can spend any 2 food items as if they were one another food item. So we spend more, but we can play the bird still. Take whichever food item you want to confirm the decision. Let's take fish. We don't have fish. Now take seed using blue chase power and cash Carolina chickadees. Cash the seed on this card. Okay. To play the Bell's Vireo in the forest, you need eggs. We have eggs. You don't have birds in grassland and the first slot is empty. That means you don't have to pay an extra egg to play a bird. So go to grassland to play it. So see? No egg here. Let's play the Bell's Vireo card. Okay, so now we have this sign, alert, next to your food payment. It means that the food you have doesn't match the bird's food cost. So that is why we're paying 2 food items for 1. Hi there. But you can still confirm this payment because of this 2-to-1 rule. Confirm your action. So we pay not 2 worms, but a worm, a berry, and a seed. Okay, now we get bonus cards. You can keep one of them, but you have to discard the other. So we can choose only one. Because see, it says draw 2 bonus cards and keep one. You'll gain more victory points at the end of the game if you fulfill the requirements that are here. There is no punishment for failing to do it. So we can complete it. We can complete it not really, or like for some part. See, 4 victory points or 7 victory points. So it's up to us. Look at the nest box builder, this card. This is where nests come in handy. Remember the types of the nests. What is this type, guys? So nest builder says we need birds with this type of nest. Can you remember what this type of nest is called? Where there is a tree and the birds living in the tree, a tree hole. So what do we call the tree hole? Starts with C. Tree hole. Cavity. I think I have some feathers. Yeah, cavity. So cavity type of nest. Oh no! Again. This happened again. To have a better view of your cards while choosing bonus cards, you can hide this interface. Just click on the arrow at the bottom center of the screen. So we can do this. You can move to other habitats to help decide which bonus cards is better for you. So we think, yeah, go to the forest. We look at the birds, think, we have these nests and those nests. Can we complete the requirements? Click on the arrow to display the interface again. We will play the back vulture in the forest here a bit later. So I would advise taking the forester bonus card. See, if next nest box builder is about the type of nest, this card is a bit different. It's about birds that can only live in the forest. So see, we have Carolina chickadee, blue jay, see only one symbol, the forest. 3 to 4 birds, and we will play vulture, black vulture. We will get 3 birds, so we will have 4 points. Now we have 2. Now we have 2, and we will get 4. Okay, she recommends us to take the forester bonus card. Okay, we will do that. Choose by clicking and confirm your choice. Okay, now look at the black vulture. Let's listen. Our guy.
Vulture.
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 I love how this guy pronounces this word. Vulture. Reminds me of Andrew Ryan from the BioShock game. Rapture. Vulture. Anyways, let's look at the card. It has a once between turns power. So yeah, when activated, when played, once between turns power. You can activate a once between turns power only when your opponent does something specified in the power's description. It can be activated only once between each of your consecutive turns. Consecutive means 1, 2, 3, 4. No skipping. 1 after 2, 2 after 1, 3 after 2, 4 after 3, so on. Consecutive. Now look at the black vulture's food cost. What do we see, guys? What do we see at this icon? This icon, what does it mean? What do we need? What food cost do we need to pay to play this card, to play this bird? What do you think? This is an interesting card, really. I like it, actually. It's one of my favorite cards, I would say. Nothing. Yeah. 0. No food. This bird is self-sustainable. Eat another bird. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes you can put the card when eating, like eating another bird card. But here, no. Just 0. Free. A free card. But see, it doesn't really have a lot of victory points. But still, 2 was okay. So, oops, not this one. So, 0. No food cost to cover. Great. You have enough eggs, and we need 1. So we can play the black vulture in the forest now. Let's do that. So 1 egg we need to spend. No food. Click. Discard the egg. Spend an egg. And now we have 3. The power is activated. When another player's predator succeeds, and we remember our opponent has an owl. An owl hunts when he takes food. So he took food, he draw a card. Remember, he need to draw a card less than 75 centimeter wingspan. So he succeeded. He draw this card. We say, hooray! And our black vulture gains 1 dice from the bird feeder. So, successful hunt from our opponent, we gain extra food. The opponent gained food and activated the barrel owl, the barred owl, and we get the food. And we can choose it. No action cubes are spent because this power is once between turns power. It's between turns. It's not a turn. Okay. The hunt was successful, so you can now take 1 dice from the bird feeder. Okay. What should we take? Let's try to re-roll the bird feeder reset. Oh, I was hoping for a worm. Okay, let's take a berry maybe. Okay. I wanted to show you one last thing before we finish this tutorial 2 hours later. So go to grassland. Okay, let's click. Let's click here. What do you think? Okay, guys, question. What do you think this symbol, this icon means? What do we exchange for what? We can exchange what for what? Exchange this for this. Not card. Card looks like a card. But something else. Any resource, any food item for an egg. Spend food, get the egg. So we can exchange. Click. You can now spend 1 food. Oops. You can now spend 1 food that you have to lay 1 additional egg. So we can lay 3 eggs, which is pretty cool. Let's spend a berry, I think, because we have fish here. We can spend fish here, right? For the egret. And we have, we don't have any worms or whatever. Now lay 3 eggs on the birds you want, and then confirm your action. So I will tell you a little secret, guys. So if we look up there, like when you decide where to lay eggs, you can look at the end of round goals. So see, the end of round goal, this round, the second round, says, count the total number of birds with this specific nest. And what is this nest, by the way? What is this form? What is this nest? With this specific nest, while you're typing, I will read the rest. So count the number of birds with this type of nest that have at least one egg. Each bird counts just once, regardless of how many eggs it has. So if I lay all 3 eggs on one bird, this nest type, or star nest, because star nest is any nest, joker, it will count only once. So a good idea would be to lay 3 eggs on 3 different birds with the nests, this type, ball nest, or star nest, wild nest, cup-shaped nest. So I will do that. I will try to cover as many birds as I can. So this one, okay, star, we can count that. No, cavity nest. Okay, this one, okay, it goes here. This is ground nest. No, so only 1, 2 birds where we can lay eggs to win this. Okay, let's put one more here. Okay, confirm. There is still 1 turn in this round, but I think I've taught you all I know. Thank God. We're finishing. Let's sum up what you can do. In your turn, you can play birds, gain food, lay eggs, and draw cards. Something... Okay, my feather is just fell off. During your playthrough, you can check the current end of round goal score and your overall score. So we have points. Points are here, 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 here. With we make the sum of these points and we get the score. So see the difference. Points, 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. The overall score. The final point. The final amount of points. To check your score, click on the end of round goals here, and we will see this. First, you can see how many points you and your opponent already scored in all end of round goals. At the bottom, you have points for birds, end of round goals. No. Yeah, end of round goals, birds, end of round goals, eggs, bonus cards. No, this is bonus cards. This is end of round goals, I think. Cached food and tucked cards. So you can see how you're going, how close you are to your opponent, or how far you are from it. And sometimes you just, you can make a decision to not try to win the end of round goal because it's just too much. You can't win it, and you can spend your turns for something else. This is your current total score. It can change. It can change. If you're not sure what a certain button or symbol means, you can click the question mark in the upper left corner and click it again to disable explanations. You can close the screen by clicking here. So when you don't know, don't remember. Just a sec, guys. I think I have a problem. No. Like you see, my cat, he loves feathers, and sometimes he can eat them. So I'm really scared that he could eat my this thing. So you can always click on the question mark to remind yourself of what is what. No, not yeah, to win a round. Yeah, we can call it that. To win a round, to win the end of round goal. Yeah, there can be reasons. I will try to give you some examples a bit later. Okay, so let's go back. There is one final thing you can do. At any time, you can access a general overview of your habitats. I do not use that actually, but there is an option here. Press tab or this button to open this overview. It displays all your habitats and birds. You can also see which birds are available to you in the wetland and what food is currently inside the bird feeder. To close the overview, just press tab or this button again, like this. Now we can go to Europe, but it's the expansion. It's no new species. Thank you. That's it. I hope you will successfully attract many birds to your habitats. Thank you. Good luck playing Wingspan. So we're finished with the tutorial, and now I want to finish this game to show you what we can do in free play when we have no no instructions. So when we open this overview, see, you see everything at once. You see what we have here, which birds you have in which habitat. I don't know why, but I don't use this overview. I don't know. So you can read the powers. And another thing she didn't show us, if you click the right click of your mouse, you can read some interesting info on the birds. I love this. For example, remember Carolina chickadee? Let's zoom in. Carolina chickadee. Let's zoom out a bit. It caches seeds on the card. Let's read a fact about this bird. Chickadees hide seeds and can remember thousands of hiding places. So it's a true fact about this bird. So see, they created the powers that show the real nature, the real way of living of the birds. So cool. And if we click like this, we can hear the bird. We can hear the bird singing. Let's make it's a bit louder. This is awesome. Where's my killdeer? A beast. Such a cool game. Okay, and for example, blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns and will store hundreds for winter. Again, this card caches food, which makes sense. Okay, what I want to show you, acorn. It's this. Not a seed, but also some natural product. Okay, let's now go on our own. So what should we do? What do you think? So we are playing, we're finishing the second round actually. We are winning, as you can see, we're winning the goal. We're winning the round. Should we care about... He has no bowl nests. So I think we can just relax. He can't make 2. Oh, he can actually. Let's look. How many bowl nests he has? Oh, 0. Whatever. Then we can just relax and do whatever we want. We have 4 points here. So which card do you think we need to play? Barn swallow or snowy egret? What do you think, guys? Barn swallow can go either in the wetland or in the grassland. We have enough eggs, we have enough food, as I see it. No, we have only 1. Okay. Oh, which one? Which one do you think? Egret. Egret is 4 victory points, as you can see, and sorry, this is my fuel juice. Yesterday, when we were playing Let Bygones Be Bygones, he said, I gotta give this dude some juice like this, something like this about the cat. Barn swallow. Okay. Barn swallow goes where? Where? Wetland or grassland? Actually, eggs are pretty... Eggs are imba, in my opinion. Because you can just... if you play a lot of birds here, at least 4, maybe 3, you can just spawn 3 to 4 eggs, so 3 to 4 victory points per turn. So barn or egret? Okay, let's vote for once. Barn, a swallow. Okay, the key word is swallow. The second word is the key word. Egret. Swallow or egret? Which one will win? So far, guys, what do you think about the game? Is it too complicated to elaborate? But I love it. You know, it's like once you learn the rules, it's really... it's addicting. And the sounds... perfect. I found pigeon's eggs on the balcony. See? The pigeon laid eggs. Remember, laid. The pigeon laid eggs. Oh, okay. Egret wins. Okay. Okay, I trust you guys. So let's play egret card. The egret card here. So we have... I already gained a fish, so we have no problem here. And we need to spend 1 egg. Okay, so remember, I told you that we need, if we look here, end of round goal, we need number of birds with bowl nests with at least 1 egg. So if I spend an egg from here, I will lose 1 point. So I spend an egg from here. Yay! And we win the second round. Okay, for me, it's very easy now because I've trained a lot in this game. I think maybe on Sunday I will give you an overview of my round on Discord, just for fun. Adorable! I love this. Just like it's such an you need to think, you need to calculate, you need to know the cards, so memory, you improve your memory, and you learn something new about birds. Hello there. Okay, so we have 2 more rounds, and I remind you, in round 3 we have only 6 turns, and in round 4 only 5, so it goes down. Okay, let's look at the end of round goal for this round. Count the total, okay, like this. Count the total number, no, zoom in. Count the total number of eggs, so we count eggs. Count the total number of eggs your birds have laid in this specific habitat route. The habitat is grassland. Multiple eggs on 1 bird each count. So compared to this goal, here we only count eggs. How many eggs we have in the grassland? Let's see. As you remember, okay, no. I will ask you a question, guys. So let me zoom out. Oh, come on, again. This plugin doesn't work as well as the previous one. Sorry, guys. So let's have a look. We need as many eggs in grassland as we can get to win this round. How many eggs? What's the limit now? What's our limit? How many eggs we can lay in the grassland? And we always have a limit. Where is it? Where is the limit? Where do we look for the limit? And thinking forward. Oh, thank you for your donation. Thank you. Actually, speaking of donations. Oh, thank you for following. Oh, 30 hours ago. Okay, that was not now. 3. No, actually 2. See, 1, 2 slots. We already have 1 egg, so only 1 we can lay here. Let's look at our opponent. He has 4, so we need to catch up with him, I think. No, not 2 of 13. See, the limit is in our cards. For example, Barn Swallow has 3 slots. See, at the bottom of the card, 3 slots. Bell's Viro, 2. So if we play Barn Swallow together with Bell's Virio, we get 5 slots. Our opponent, now, at the moment, he has 4. So here's the question. Should we win this round? Well, ideally, yes. We should try to win every round. Because, see, first round we get 4 points, second round we get 5 points, and in round 3, if we win, and see, we're not winning now, we get 6 points. But if we score, if we take the second place, we have 3 points, which is not bad. So sometimes you can, you can just like, and you look at your cards and you don't really need so many cards here, maybe. It goes not according to your plan with the cards. So sometimes you may just lose the round, but win more points at the end of the game. That's what I was talking about. But let's try. Still, let's try. We have Barn Swallow, we can put it. We just need what? We need food for it. Oh, and see, we have a problem. We have a problem. We can take, now, we can take the question, by the way. How many food dice can we take? How many food dice can we take in this situation we have now? Think carefully. Remember about the exchange and what we need for an exchange. And the problem is, here, we do not have any worms, any invertebrates. So what should we do? What should we do in this situation if we want to play Barn Swallow? And ideally, we should get all the food we need in one turn, so that the next turn we play the bird. So what do you think? What's your strategy? I feel like today is a English slash math lesson. English slash math. We're calculating, we're doing some rocket science. Well, this game is not easy, let me tell you. It's just not some basic board game. It's pretty advanced. So if you get the rules, you're free to go to play many other board games, because they often have the same logic, which is very convenient. Okay, guys, if you're watching me, if you're watching the recording, you can hit the pause button, and now I'm gonna tell you my line of thinking, the way I think I should act. So we see that here we have 2 dice, and we can exchange 1 card for 1 dice, 1 extra dice. We have only 1 card. I would like to play Barn Swallow. I wouldn't want to discard this card. So I don't think this time I can really use this additional action. So I have actually two ways of doing this. I can take any two types of food because two types of food equals one specific. So we pay 2 for one worm. And I can play barn swallow the next turn. Or I actually don't lose anything if I go here and take some cards. For example, I want to win this end of round go. And I want to get more cards with more egg slots for the grassland. So I would like to look for cards for this habitat. And actually, I see one very nice card here. This card is super cool. See how many slots it has. It has many slots, plus it has a power of an extra egg. So when I lay eggs, I lay one extra egg on this bird. Perfect, I think. But it's pretty expensive. 3 seeds. But if you remember, my Carolina chickadee, okay, it doesn't give me any seeds, it only caches. Like a hamster, a bird hamster, only caches. But blue jay can give me 1 additional seed. Plus maybe I get lucky and I get 1 dice from here. So maybe I should do this. Maybe I should take this card and take maybe 1 extra card. We can look further at the last end of round goal, but it's pretty easy. The last end of round goal is just total amount of cards. How many cards I've played. For now I'm winning here, but it's for now. So I think I would take Northern Bobwhite. Bobwhite. The names are just... Oh, see, by the way, Hawk. Hawk is here. Red-shouldered hawk. Beautiful. And here is falcon. Someone mentioned falcon. It's here. Peregrine falcon. So I think I'll take... So this is 2 mice and 1 mice. 3 points, 5 points. I don't know. Which one should I take? Falcon or hawk? Let's take falcon because it can live both in the grassland and in the wetland, so I can choose. Yeah, let's do this. Now, see, I have a predator, snowy egret, and I activated it by taking cards, clicking here. So now I roll the dice that are not in the bird feeder, and unfortunately there's only 1 dice not in the bird feeder. That is why when you think about activating the cards, you look here. But okay, I don't care for now. So I roll. I'm lucky. I catch 1 fish here. The hunt is successful. Blue blood jay. I can also discard 1 egg to draw 2 cards. Do I need it? I don't know. How many eggs do I have? 2. 2 eggs. I will still lay some eggs later, so maybe I could. Let's discard this one and choose 2 cards. Let's take hawk and kinglet. Ruby-crowned kinglet. Wow. I have many cards. I can use this, for instance. Okay. And now I can play barn swallow, or I can go with this bird. Actually, I think about this bird. But I need to get 2 more seeds. See? It's very expensive. But I think it's worth trying. So let's do this. Let's take 2 seeds, and thinking ahead, I want to gain 1 more resource. I need to discard a card. I think this one. So see, this bird is okay, but I do not really like these kinds of cards. You use it once and you play this bird, and you can play one more bird. So in one turn, you play 2 cards. But you pay for them. So it's kind of like, it's good at the beginning of the game, in my opinion. Now, not so much. So I will discard this card. And I will take... Oh, damn. I didn't think that. I can't reset. Okay. Oh, let's take the fish. Fish is usually... Fish and mice are... I don't know why, but they statistically are not so common as berries, seeds, and worms. Maybe because people take them often. Okay, so now we can reset and take 1 seed. Yes, I will do that. And cash on the Carolina chickadee. Wow. I feel like I'm winning. Okay, let's go here and play Northern Bobwhite. I have no idea who this is, what this bird is, where it lives, but I will play it. So I spend 3 seeds. Actually, by the way, guys, even if I have 3 seeds, I can still, I don't know why, sometimes it can make sense. I can change and like do this. For what reason? I don't know, but something like that. From one, exchange 1 seed for 2 fish or something. Now I don't need that. So let's spend an egg. Okay, I have 3 turns left. Ooh, I got lucky. So his owl succeeded, and I can gain 1 dice from the bird feeder. Oh, finally, there is an invertebrate. My cats are going crazy. Okay, so I have 3 turns left, and I need to decide which one I want to use. Should I lay eggs now, or should I play another bird? But to play another bird, see? Egg, 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 2 eggs, 1 egg. So I need eggs in any way. So let's put some eggs because we will need them. So see, we will activate this. We'll get an additional egg. So put here, because we are trying to win this. We're trying to put as many eggs as possible in the grassland. Click. Should we use this power? Yes. 4 eggs. That's better. He has 6. Oh, see? He's winning. We need 2 or 3 more. At least 2. Jesus, how many slots does he have? Oh god, he has 4 more slots. Okay, so follow me here, guys. He has 4, 8, 10 slots. And actually he can put 4 eggs in 1 turn. And he gets 10 eggs. I have 4. No, I have more, but can I? I have 8. So to level up with him, I need 2 more slots, like for example with barn swallow, maybe, and then lay eggs. 1 action, 1 turn, 2 turns. Okay, let's try this. So we have everything we need to put barn swallow. Let's do that. Let's spend a worm. Let's spend an egg. Do we have some eggs here? No. Okay. Spend. Well, eggs are useful in any way, so gain 1. Let's take mice because we have mice here. Okay. Last turn. I will try to lay as many eggs as possible. I spend 1 resource. I spend fish. I put 1 egg here. I Oh, he has a power. Tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, draw one card. Okay, let's tuck one card. Let's tuck... Let's tuck this one. Choose a card. Choose a card, choose a card. I don't know. Again, hawk, another sparrow. Okay. Sparrow, yes. Since we discussed sparrows, and we can lay one egg on this bird because we activated this power. And we have 8. Again, see, that's a very useful thing. Let's take one worm for the sparrow. So who wins? See? I knew he would do that. Okay, that's not bad. And finally, the last round. So what I want to do now, we have the same amount of cards, 8. Winning this round is pretty good idea. It's a pretty good idea because you get 7 points versus 4 points. Can we do that? I don't know. We have 2 cards. We have resources for this card. So, or this card. No, this card. Let's do this. Let's spend 1 worm, 1 seed. We have them. No extra spendings. Spend 2 eggs here. Discard 2 eggs. Well, in a way, you can say these eggs hatched. Now that I think of it. Again, our vulture works hard. Let's try to get some mice. Perfect. 2 mice. We have everything we need for the falcon. Okay. So what do we have? Okay, I have 1 more than him. 4 turns. I will try to play falcon here. I have 2 mice. Great. I need to spend 1 egg. 1 egg hatched. Ding. Okay, good. I have 10. Vulture works. Oh, which one? This is bad when you don't know which resource you want. Actually, the most common resource, food in the game, it's worms. Oh, see, and you can see how many cards left in the decks, in the discard piles, in tray. It's this one. Oh my god. Okay, guys, 3 turns. 3 turns until I finish the game. What can I do? 2 birds. Okay, to play a bird, he needs a turn. 2 turns, 2 birds. Maybe he can play, if he has specific card, he can play 2 birds with 1 turn. But it's not super... I don't think he will do that. What should I need cards. I need cards anyway. So let's draw cards. Oh, heron. Oh, someone actually mentioned heron. This is it. Heron. Black crowned night heron. Not a bad card. I need a fish, a worm, and a mice, and 9 points. This is a lot. I will take it. 9 points here. Let's take this one. 4 points. Should I spend 1 egg for 1 card? No, I don't think so. Now, my falcon works. He's a predator. Look at a card from the deck. If the card is less than 100 centimeters wingspan, tuck it behind this bird. Then the hunt is successful. Let's see. Oh, it's hummingbird. It's tiny. 10 centimeters. So it's less than 100 centimeters wingspan. I tuck it. Now I roll the dice for this predator, egret. No fish this time. No luck. Okay. Should I discard 1 egg to draw 2 cards? No. 2 turns. 2 turns. The top of my opportunities is like putting one card, actually. So no, I need eggs. So we will skip that. Do you want to skip this power? Yes, I want to skip this power. Because cards will not give me anything at the end of the game. Gain 1. Ooh, nice. This was timely. Gee. Nothing. Oh, no. I need a mice. Oh, I need a mouse. I need a mouse. Okay. 1 mouse, 1 worm, and 1 fish. Good. Now let's go hunting for for a fish. That would be not so easy. I have 1 turn left, so I make this turn, and that's I make this turn and 1 more turn. I think you guys are sleeping now. So to find the fish, I can spend 2 berries, for example, for 1 fish, as you remember. Or I can do this. I can take 1 seed, 1 type of food I can reset, and here's the fish. Should I spend a card? Maybe. I won't play 2 cards. It's just impossible. I will play this one. So let's discard this and take... I don't know. So now I have more than enough food to play the card, the last card. And this time, Blue Jay doesn't need... I don't need it to give me the seeds. I need it to cash it, like Carolina Chickadee, because I will get 1 extra point. So we'll do that and this. Genius. Black vulture. Oh, come on. Fish again. Okay, last turn. Last turn, I'm going for black-crowned night heron. Yes, 2 eggs. And 9 points. I think I win. Yeah, 11 cards, 8 cards. So this is the end. And now the game is calculating the points. I have more points on the cards. I have more points for cashed. I think it's cashed. I win. But see? With just 1 point. That cashed seed was the winner. Congratulations. Thank you. So see, the game is not very easy, as I've said, but it's pretty interesting. So let's close the results and look at our birds. So you can go back to the game after you've finished, read some information about the birds, go here, look at all the birds, look at their abilities, look at the information about these birds. For example, my cat is just is going to go mad. Barn swallows once nested in caves, but now favor human-made structures. That's why they're barn swallows. Night herons eat carrion and eggs in addition to fish, rodents, and invertebrates. This is rodents. So see, a lot of interesting info on every bird. For example, you're interested in birds, you go here and you learn everything you want. Also, let's finish. Let's get to the main page. Here, you have Preserve Archive. You click here, you can look at all the games you've played and see what you did right or wrong. Also, you click on birds and you get all the birds you have played. See, some birds are closed, some birds are opened. For example, this is barn swallow. You look at all the info it has. We can listen to the description.
Barn swallow. Barn swallows once nested in caves, but now favor human-made structures.
The sound. Thanks for the donation. So, and you see the habitat, the whole world. And if we click, for example, let's find someone, pretty simple, duck, ruddy duck. See, this duck lives here in the Americas, Northern America, the North America and the South America.
Ruddy duck. To display for mates, males slap their blue bills on their chests and run across the water.
Some facts are so funny and interesting. So I could talk about this game for hours, really. This game is very cool. And I can see that the creators, they really love what they're doing. They really did their best to educate you about the birds. I have never loved birds. Like, birds, okay. But this game makes you love them. Let's go back, before we finish, let's go back to the very beginning. If you remember, I asked you a question. Who are these guys? So can you remember the names for these 3 guys? Even maybe 4 guys. Let me see. An additional guy. No, okay, 3 guys. Whatever. 1, 2, and 3. Which is which? We have seen them all in today's game. No, not Coulter. This is a predator we used. This is another predator who gave us some fish and we catched it. Okay, vulture. Vulture number 3, yeah, vulture. Black vulture, something it was. Vulture. Okay. Black vulture, yeah. Small dude that everyone has has seen at least once in their lives. I mean, in our climate zone. Vulture. A funny name. Carolina. No, not Havoc. Egret. Okay, egret, right? Right, you are. Egret. I saw ducks yesterday. Yeah, ducks. Which kinds of ducks? Ducks are so different. And okay, guys, the little dude, I've pronounced this name 1,000 times. Chickadee. That's funny. Yeah, the name is so funny. Chickadee, I love it more than the real name, actually. Chickadee. 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 Where is this dude? Chickadee. So, ooh, it's not... Can I find it? Oh, yeah, this is alphabetical order. No? Is this not? A-B. Yeah, like this. Chickadee. No, it's not alphabetic, is it? Oh, it is. C, we need C. Ooh, black vulture.
Black vulture. Turkey vultures have a better sense of smell, so black vultures follow them to food.
So we have turkey vultures and black vultures. Black vultures are smart guys. They go after turkey vultures and feed. Chickadee, where are you? Yeah. Chickadee.
Carolina chickadee. Chickadees hide seeds and can remember thousands of hiding places.
This is weird. Carolina chickadee lives in the Northern America. Huh. Okay, I guess we have another type of chickadee. There are many chickadees here, really. Crow.
Carrion crow. In their range, carrion crows are the primary scavengers of small animal carcasses.
So this is the guy who lives in Russia, probably. Crow. Carrion crow. I'm dying when I hear this name.
Chihuahuan raven. This bird is native to the
Chihuahuan.
Chihuahuan Desert of the southwest U.S. and northern Mexico.
Chihuahuan. Chihuahuan raven. Some names are just... You can die just reading them. I wanted to show you one bird that you should know. Tit. Tits are birds. Tits.
Coal tit. Coal tits store spruce seeds and sometimes invertebrates for winter.
So tit, it's this guy. There are many types of tits. I thought we may see it, but we didn't. So tit, dove, the dove.
European turtle dove. Turtle doves are a symbol of love in the Song of Solomon and the 12 Days of Christmas.
So you can see so many interesting facts, as I've said. So I encourage you, try this game. Let me quickly show you what we have seen today. Just quick overview. We looked at some common birds' names, and the pictures here are from the game. So you can find them by the pictures. We learned these three not really common names: chickadee, egret, vulture. We learned that what a wildlife preserve is, and we talked about habitats, what they can be. We had forest, grassland, wetland. We also, I really hope, I do hope we learned that we say to lay eggs. Lay, laid, laid. Nest is a place where eggs are laid. Don't mix it with lie down. Lie, lay, lane. Close it. Also, the name of the game is Wingspan. Yeah? The length between the furthest points of the wings. Like how wide a bird is when it's like this. Also, we learned something interesting about the food birds can eat. Berries, fish, invertebrate. This crazy word. Vertebrates, invertebrates. Or just worms. Mice or rodents. Actually, rodents were mentioned in some cards. Seed. This is actually a pretty common one. Seed. Seed berries. Yeah, we learned a new word, flock of birds, when a bird form a group of people, but a flock of birds. We also learned, I think, very interesting info on different types of nests: cavity nests, platform nests, ground nests, and bowl nests or cup-shaped nests. Now that you see them, you can say, I know what it is. It's a cavity nest or platform nest. Actually, if we look at our birds, I actually wanted to show you the egret. Okay, black vulture, let's take it. So see, it lives in cavity nests, which is interesting. I didn't know that. And egret, I think, uses platform nests. You can check it if you want. So, the nests. We also learned that birds can eat seeds or berries, but some birds are predators. I didn't show you this picture. Predators. So, the bird that hunts and eat other birds, animals, and so on. Strong and scary bird. Like fish, mice, small birds, and so on. Sometimes they're called birds of prey. I actually think there is a movie called like this, Birds of Prey. Birds that are predators. And if we... Oh yeah, bird feeder, of course. We use it a lot. So if you want to feed the birds, sometimes, pretty often, you need a bird feeder. It can be handmade or you can buy it in a store. And if we talk about games, card games, board games, we quickly learned a few useful vocabulary, a few useful words to use when you're playing games like this. For example, you can say draw a card to take a card, but usually it's used with the word draw. Cards in hand, deck of cards, the whole stack of cards. When we don't see what card it is, it's face down card. When we see what card is, it's face up card, a face up card. Round and turns. Round is bigger, turn is smaller. We say it's your turn, is it my turn? Start your turn. Cube and dice. Remember the difference. Cube is just a form, and dice is a cube with special symbols on all the sides. Roll the dice, we say roll the dice or throw the dice. Do not add as. We say 1 dice, 2 dice, 3 dice, 25 dice. The word does not change. Tile. It's a good word, both for real life and for board games. It's this thing you can find in your homes, especially in bathrooms. We can do something and undo something. So undo, Control Z, go back. What is done cannot be undone, remember that. And that is why we need to think twice before we act. Yeah, that's it, I think. So you can click pause, you can study the screenshots. I hope you liked it, and I go back to Russian, because we are sitting here for an eternity, guys. We need to finish. So let's switch back to Russian. Так, ребята, я не думала, что это так затянется, честно говоря. Что-то как-то, учитывая, что я подготовилась. Но, надеюсь, было интересно. Надеюсь, вы сможете это посмотреть или досмотреть в записи. Спасибо всем, кто участвовал, потому что без вас это было бы скучнее и тяжелее. Но игра, правда, очень классная. Она такая, вот, как я и сказала, она overwhelming в начале. Но чем хороши вот эти digital версии? Почему я их так люблю? А я очень люблю перед тем, как в настолку вообще играть, в сложную настолку в первую очередь. Потому что бывают легкие настолки, там особо ничего не надо. Но когда настолка более-менее сложная, каждый раз нужно раскладывать вот эти все штучки, которые я вам тут показывала, как это выглядит. Там очень много всяких вещей. Нужно эту колоду мешать. Нужно эти яйца там раскладывать. Эти всякие жетончики, tiles и так далее. Все это раскладывать, это круто, это атмосферно. Когда ты собираешься с друзьями, с семьей и играешь. Но когда ты один хочешь потренироваться и узнать правила, очень круто иметь диджитал-версию, потому что это быстро, это не тратит время на раскладывание, именно чтобы изучить правила и попрактиковаться в игре. Вот. Поэтому я люблю такие версии, но диджитал-версия, вот конкретно Wingspan, что мы теперь поняли, что это размах крыльев, а не просто крылья. Ну, размах крыльев просто какое-то глупое название, немножко странно звучит, поэтому они назвали крылья птички в народе. В общем, конкретно версия Digital этой игры просто потрясающая. Вот серьезно, лучше я не видела. Все остальное как-то сделано всегда, знаете, с какими-то... что-то недоделано, что-то где-то как-то лагает. Здесь все очень хорошо работает, никогда практически не лагает, очень хорошо онлайн работает. В онлайне всегда много людей, что мне очень нравится. В любое время зашел, партийку сыграл. Партия занимает... Там есть, смотрите, сейчас вам покажу. Есть... Я думаю, я потом как-нибудь зайду в Discord, может быть, в воскресенье у меня будет время, а может быть, в субботу, не знаю. И просто вам покажу в таком расслабленном режиме, как я играю партию. Вот здесь вот можно играть с компьютером. Делаете себе custom game, настраиваете сложность. Можно с друзьями настроить сразу, играть, например, подходя к компьютеру. Я играю на харде всегда, но он предсказуемый достаточно. Есть атома режим, это вообще отдельная песня. И есть режим онлайн, который я постоянно использую. Здесь система рейтинга, ну как бы кармы, скажем так. Если я практически на максимуме, начинаешь, по-моему, с 50. Я там проваливалась немало. То есть, если вас случайно вы забыли про то, что у вас ход, еще что-то, у вас карма очень сильно падает. И вас будут соединять с такими же прогульщиками. Benefit. To your benefit. Когда мы говорим... Benefit — это некое преимущество, выгода. To your benefit. Если мы что-то делаем, что-то делается to your benefit, это тебе на пользу, это к тебе выгодно. Высший левел — это predator. Да, predator. Да-да-да. Короче говоря, тут есть 5-минутки, где за 5 минут вы должны сделать ход. Но в целом, даже вот 5-минутный — это самый быстрый вариант. Есть 72 часа на turn, именно на turn. Что мы с вами запомнили, что это вот одно действие буквально сделать. Это капец как долго продолжается, это вообще, я в такое не играю. Забываешь про эти игры, потом у тебя эта карма списывается, в общем. Хотя они там напоминалки присылают, уведомления. В общем, 5-минутный вот этот вот режим, когда у всех хорошая карма, когда все уже такие бодрые, в общем-то, достичь определенной кармы, это уже значит, что ты наиграл какое-то количество матчей, и, в принципе, у тебя есть опыт, ты уже как-то примерно ориентируешься в картах, можешь быстро принимать решения. Обычно, вот на моем уровне, там, 90 кармы, то есть уже я много сыграла игр, мне люди попадаются чаще всего, которые делают ход там в рамках минуты, и я в рамках минуты хожу. И даже при учете этого все равно матч идет где-то в пределах часа. Вот. В пределах часа идет, и поэтому, ну, как бы надо закладывать всегда. Не быстрая. Не быстрая даже при уже навыке. Поэтому для того, чтобы попрактиковаться, выучить карточки, посмотреть, попробовать разные комбинации, с компьютером играть, там вообще никаких ограничений, можете запаузить, выйти, потом вернуться, очень удобно. Ну и плюс можно просматривать, почитать, подумать. Это круто в начале. То есть я вначале поиграла много раз с компом, потом пошла онлайн играть. Вам онлайн карму не будут снижать за проигрыш. Вам главное дотерпеть до конца игры. Проиграли вы, выиграли, неважно. Вам будет начислено один балл будет начислен за то, что вы дожили до конца игры. Не вышли, не кинули людей. В общем, вот такой смысл. В общем, игрушка классная, правда. Очень медитативная. Очень помогает мозг расшевелить. Короче, очень советую. Потом как-нибудь покажу, зайду, просто покажу, как я буду играть. Давненько я не играла, конечно. Ну, уже месяц-два точно не играл. Месяц, наверное. Я периодически, у меня такие, знаете, забеги случаются. Я начинаю играть, потом забиваю. Потом снова начинаю, потом снова забиваю. Так, там были какие-то донатики. Дайте я посмотрю быстренько. Good night, Olga Sparrow. Спасибо, Mr. Chickadee. Спасибо большое за донаты. И там еще был вопрос, на который я обещала ответить по поводу speaking skills. Там что-то такое было. Сейчас я попробую так найти. Отвечу на него и побегу, потому что я не рассчитывала, что будет настолько все. Как не, я все время не рассчитываю, а потом, знаешь, не могла вас бросить. Could you please recommend anything on how to improve speaking skills? I know it's not about the topic. Thank you in advance. Так, speaking skills, ну тут что скажешь? Что скажешь по поводу speaking skills? Speaking skills улучшаются только одним способом. Практикой. В любой ситуации. Это нужно идти либо в разговорный клуб, которых сейчас очень много, в том числе онлайн, либо находить каких-то друзей на всяких сервисах типа Hello Talk, или как он, Hello Talky, нет, Hello Talk, наверное, называется, Tandem, что-нибудь еще, просто где-нибудь на форумах, в игре, еще где-то по интересам. Приходить на какие-то созвоны. Кстати, вот я вообще советую вот такой немножко некомфортный способ, но рабочий. Если вам лень искать какие-то спикинг-клабы, так вот, тандем еще напишу. Speaking clubs — это общее название. Их миллион разных, ищите, просто вот забивайте speaking clubs, ваш город, если вы хотите очно, конечно, лучше. Хотите онлайн, пишите онлайн и просто смотрите, изучаете, ходите на пробники какие-то. В общем, вот таким образом выбирайте. Нужно сразу вот в такое идти. не нужно ждать какого-то переломного момента. Спикинг-клубы, они обычно по уровням нормальные, так что вы там должны будете себя чувствовать, если вы правильно с уровнем пойдете, вас правильно определят, будете чувствовать себя довольно комфортно. По поводу спикинг-клубов, не ходите туда, где слишком много народу. Старайтесь найти, где народу поменьше, потому что, чем больше народу, тем меньше вам времени на поговорить. Тогда это превращается больше в аудирование, чем в спикинг. Конечно, идеальный вариант — это брать носителя, либо просто русскоязычного преподавателя для того, чтобы чисто на спикинг работать. Это, я понимаю, это дорого часто, и часто кому-то даже и неудобно бывает, потому что не подстроишься по времени. В общем, смотрите сами. Вот, в какой момент я хотела, мне пришло в голову. Я раньше очень пренебрегала Дискордом. Как сейчас видите, не пренебрегаю. Дискорд — очень интересная площадка именно для общения, именно голосом. Найдите в Дискорде, так, давайте я прям запишу тезисно. Найти в Дискорде, это просто программа, да, программа типа Зума, только она вообще изначально для общения в играх, но она уже вышла за рамки этого, к сожалению, у него такая репутация осталась, поэтому мало кто им пользуется за пределами игрового сообщества, настольного сообщества, вот этого всего. Но я очень советую. Значит, Duolingo можно разговаривать, я, кстати, не знала. Там есть эти. Это все, понимаете, вот для того, чтобы развить speaking skills, вам нужна обратная связь от человека. Можно говорить самому с собой, для начала хотя бы так. Но нужно именно говорить. Переключить телефон, это все для понимания, это чтение, по сути. Чтение и развитие словарного запаса. Но говорение качается только говорением. В общем, находите в Discord сообщество, там называется сообщество, community. Сообщество по интересам. Я не знаю, там на самом деле много чего есть. Я не во многих сообществах, честно говоря, состою, но я знаю, что у очень многих проектов есть Discord-сообщество. Те же птички, я уверена, есть в Дискорде. У Midjourney, нейросети, которая картинки делает, есть сообщество очень большое. Это не касается, например, игр, да, это касается нейросетей. Есть сообщество, вы заходите туда, у них периодически созвоны, какие-то идут типа лекции, выступления, вы можете задать вопрос. Это очень круто прокачивает, это вот на самом деле вас и вытолкнет из зоны комфорта, и не то чтобы вы можете посидеть и послушать, то есть вас никто не будет выталкивать, говорить. Вот так вот можно попробовать сделать. В некоторых сообществах просто созвоны происходят. Люди просто созваниваются и вместе что-то обсуждают, игру, или смотрят вместе что-то, аниме вместе часто смотрят, вот я знаю такую тему. Короче, находите в Дискорде сообщество по интересам, смотрите, какая там активность. Надеюсь, не как в моем Дискорд-сообществе, где активность не очень. Но это во мне проблема больше. И либо сами выступаете инициатором, если у вас есть силы на это. И там участвуйте в созвонах. Меня в качестве бесплатного спикера. Я вообще любого запущу в качестве бесплатного спикера. Я вообще думаю делать какие-то, возобновлять такие созвончики в Дискорде, просто расслабленные такие, знаете, вот не именно открытые уроки какие-то там, а вот просто пообщаться, поболтать. Что-то, может, посмотреть, обсудить. Но это опять надо тоже сообразить, время найти. В общем, идете в Discord, и там у вас есть и текстовая часть, и аудиочасть. Посидите сначала в текстовой части, там освойтесь, обвыкнитесь. Потом переходите в созвоны. Акцент это другой просто. Там могут быть уже люди абсолютно разных, с разным произношением. Но я вам скажу так, что в нынешнем мире уже не очень актуально понимать только носителей, потому что если вы понимаете только носителей, или только, например, британцев, или только received pronunciation, или там general American, это плохо. Это плохо, потому что сейчас намного больше людей не носителей английского с акцентом. Намного больше, чем носителей. Поэтому вам нужно то, что называется, вот сегодня у нас были exposed slots, а вы должны сделать себя exposed to different accents. Должны раскрыть свой разум, мозг разным акцентом, чтобы он умел переключаться, чтобы он понимал, что звук может произноситься так, так и так. Поставить себе произношение тоже другой вопрос. Тут, конечно, хорошо бы заниматься с носителем, либо с преподавателем, у которого хорошо поставлено произношение, не носителем. Вот, поэтому тут других способов нет. Идти и сразу искать speaking практику хотя бы онлайн. Ну, онлайн сейчас самое доступное. Я про Duolingo не знала, кстати. Прикольно. В общем, искать только лишь speaking практику. Никаких вот больше... Какие-то особые навыки, это уже вторично. То есть вы сначала должны, первый этап, раскрепоститься, постараться каждый раз использовать больше знаний, которые у вас уже есть, чем было до этого. Подготовьтесь немножко до того, как пойдете на созвон или на speaking club. Speaking club'ы нормальные, они дают какие-то материалы для подготовки. У вас уже будет какой-то target vocabulary, ну, что, в общем, можно использовать. Темы и так далее. Какие-то людьми уже придумано. На созвоны, когда это такие спонтанные созвоны, просто обычные люди проводят, конечно, идите, что-то себе подготовьте, накидайте, может быть, каких-то вещей. Никогда не зазорно сказать, что, ребят, мол, сори, я тут как бы не очень стесняюсь пока говорить, я там потихонечку постараюсь. Если люди нормальные, адекватные, они ничего не скажут. Ну, а если вы врываетесь сразу с такой задачей в какое-нибудь токсичное комьюнити, типа, не знаю, дотки какой-нибудь, ну, кстати, наверное, оно англоязычное не такое токсичное. В общем, пробуйте разное, и точно будет круто. К Шерлоку Холмсу, думаю, вернуться. Мы сначала давайте закончим Let Bygones Be Bygones. Там не так в целом много. Мы, конечно, еще будем стримы вести. То есть это не так, что 2 стрима осталось, нет. Но добьем его, а дальше посмотрим. Потому что мне все равно в ближайшее время на стримах выезжать, так что Шерлока тоже можно. У меня на самом деле под вопросом Шерлок и L.A. Noir. Но L.A. Noir просто сложнее реализовать в виде стрима именно. Я думала Шерлока нового взять посмотреть. Я его еще не видела. Еще у меня там одна игра классная есть на примете. Такая странненькая, как я люблю, прям очень странненькая. Но это уже так. Может быть, может нет. А вот Шерлока возможно. Вот, ну, в общем, ребят, сегодня мы просидели, мне кажется, уже рекордное количество времени. Я уже даже не смотрю, сколько там. Пойду я отдыхать. Надеюсь, вам было интересно. А мне даже не показывают, сколько. Сколько я вообще стримлю, что происходит. Но я помню, что в 6:30 примерно начала там с чем-то. 7, 8, 9, 4 часа. Как вам такое? В общем, надеюсь, вам будет интересно посмотреть в записи. Я уже туплю под конец. Я очень старалась не тупить в процессе, так что смотрите. Я поставлю тайм-коды, надеюсь, что даже сегодня это сделаю. Быстренько поставлю тайм-коды. Очень советую вам попробовать эту игру. Есть разные способы, особенно на компьютерах. Можно протестировать, скажем так. Правда, классно. И лексика прям влетает очень хорошо именно за счет того, что она постоянно повторяется. Вы играете один и тот же, ну, по сути, одну и ту же игру, один и тот же раунд, просто у вас меняются птички. В общем, круто. Круто, поэтому я очень люблю настолки именно вот с целью изучения языка, потому что там несколько раз сыграть, и все, вы уже тут примерно все знаете, примерно все шарите, остается доучивать только какие-то отдельные кусочки. Все, всем спасибо большое, я пойду. Попеть, потанцевать, это все круто. Когда-нибудь, может быть, сделаем. Я, кстати, очень люблю, давно, это было последний раз, когда я играла, Just Dance, такая игра классная. Ну, она не про английский больше, про физические нагрузки. Вот. А попеть у меня было пару идей, там, на самом деле, одна классная игра, из которой можно было бы... Не, она, по-моему, не попеть, а поиграть. Ну, в смысле, на музыкальном инструменте а-ля. В общем, идей много, надо все это реализовать, главное. В общем, всем спасибо еще раз, ребят. Спасибо за донатики. Всем желаю хороших выходных. Увидимся на следующей неделе. Мы продолжим проходить Let Bygones Be Bygones. И я думаю, что-нибудь еще такое вот в формате English Only не на 4 часа в этот раз. Я на самом деле подозревала, что будет долго, когда расписывала вот эти все слайдики. Думаю, что-то это тянет надолго. Надеюсь, что-то покороче мы с вами сделаем. Но это стримы. Что поделать. Вот, спасибо всем еще раз. Хороших выходных. Берегите себя. Увидимся на следующей неделе. Пока-пока.